Hello, and welcome to today's stream, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, or day or night, wherever you guys are from. But hope you guys had a fantastic day or night. So, JPP Duel here again. So, today I'll just be doing prank hits, and I know I came online really early, but today, tomorrow, and Saturday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I don't have much going on, so I will try to stream more. So, yeah. Again, I do upload videos on YouTube. So, and if you guys like the videos, please, hit the like button. It really helps me get my videos into the YouTube algorithm and helps me promote my content. So, yeah. So, without further ado, about the Synchro event, right? Synchro event, like every event Konami got out, every single event that Konami made so far, starting with, what was it starting with? Starting with Xyz. The first event was Xyz. Xyz was pretty okay, but that got ruined because of the self-kill deck. Then came out the normal rare. Normal rare, literally, it got dominated by Megalith and Metalfoes. Like, there's no other way playing around in normal rare unless you had Metalfoes or Megalith. Like, if you play against players that actually try in normal rare, like those two decks just demolished the whole event. And then now here's the Synchro. Synchro event literally got ruined because of the anti-Synchro decks that people play. Literally make it so that you can't Synchro summon. And then there's the Virtual World and the Stardust decks that are, just top tier. With Synchro event, it's like, you get turn one, you get a decent hand, you get a good hand, you get a shit ton of monsters, big monsters, negates out on the field, and your opponent can't do anything in the surrender. Or you go first, you get a pretty good, decent hand, you set up your board with whatever you want, and your opponent can't do anything about it. So Synchro event is kind of ruined for me. Like, yeah, I'll get the rewards out from the Synchro event, but Synchro event is basically dead for me. Like, Konami is getting events out, right? But they have to do something about the cards. Like, as soon as they see a deck, they have to quick patch it and try to, like, for Synchro event, people are playing anti-Synchro. Like, it just completely shuts down the whole Synchro event itself. So Konami has to kind of quick fix it and get that deck, get those cards banned out or something. But anyways, that's enough about that. This is the deck that I'm using, still no changes to it. And so let's get on with our ranked. So yeah, I know I was whining about the Synchro. Like, Synchro event just killed it. Like, there's nothing you could do in Synchro. You go first, you win. You go second, you lose. And then there's the anti-fun, anti-synchro decks. Yeah. So anyways, first game of the day, Plat 1, Plat 5 did win the coin toss. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. How high is the volume? So volume's pretty good, right? The volume's pretty good. Okay. So looking at my hand, I have a negate for their Maxi. So I'm going to start by activating Terraforming. Even though I have a monster in my hand, I could start the combo off of. So now I know my opponent has either a Maxi or an Ash Blossom. Because my opponent's side of the field did light up on my activation of Terraforming. So he's going to Ash Blossom the Terraforming. Pretty nice. We got the Ash Blossom negate out. So he has a Maxi as well. That's why his side of the field is still lighted up. But we're safe from Maxi because we do have Ash Blossom of our own. So now I'll start going into my combo. See if he activates Ash Blossom right now. I mean, Maxi right now. So he's gonna Maxi us, which I did, I did say he had. So I'll activate my own Ash Blossom, see if he negates my Ash Blossom. And he has no negate. So Maxi got negated, so now we can go into a combo. He wasted 2 cards. One card we baited out with Terraforming, the Ash Blossom. The other Maxi we negated. So now we can safely go into our combo. And since it was Terraforming that got negated, we still have Prank Kids Place activation. So if I'm gonna search for Prank Kids Place off of my Doodle Doo search, because I do have Pandemonium and Pranks in my hand. And I'll activate Pranks. Oh no, I want to send. I was about to send Dropsies in the graveyard. I want to send 1 Pandemonium again. I want to get 2 Pandemoniums in rotation. in case they DD Crow us or some DD Crow or banish one of the Pandemoniums that we have in our graveyard. So yeah, always try to get two Pandemoniums in rotation so that in case one of them gets banished or something or returned to your deck, then you're not actually just left with one Pandemonium to try and do stuff with it. So anyways, so we'll link climb up till our doodle do. So we got two hand traps out right now. We have to worry about Nibiru. So my opponent's side of the field will light up after this drop C's effect resolves. So at that point, we'll know whether our opponent has a Nibiru or not. I mean, he could have the activation turned off again. Then we won't be able to know if he has a Nibiru. But anyways, off of this Doodle Doo search, I will get a Prank Kid's place. Again, I already have Pranks and Pandemonium in my hand. So let's see if his side of the field lights up. Okay, it didn't light up, which is pretty good. So I'll activate Place. No. Get a card from my deck to my hand. Yes. So, okay. So here's what I'll do. I'll get another copy of Dropsies. I'm not gonna get Roxy's because I want to keep one component of Prank Kid's Battle Bundler in my hand. Like I'm not gonna go into Rocket Ride using the Lamseys and Roxy's I have in my hand because it'll make me banish the Prank Kid's pranks I have in my hand. Like yeah, I could have no, I couldn't keep the place, otherwise I wouldn't be able to search for Roxy's. But yeah, it'll make me banish the pranks that I have in my hand, and I kind of only run one Prank Kid's prank in my deck. So yeah, I don't want to banish the Prank Kid's pranks because that will make that'll make the one card in my deck that I use to recycle Prank Kid's cards basically out of the game. Like I can't get back the banished cards once I banish them. No. So I'm gonna summon another Doodle Doo, and then off of the graveyard activation of Lamseys, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Roxy's. So here's the thing. I mean, last turn, what I could have done, I could have activated Pandemonium, went into Rocket Ride using the Doodle Doo and Lamseys. Activated Rocket Ride, got the Doodle Doo and another card out, and activate Doodle Doo and get stuff and do it like that. But no, I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna activate Doodle Doo. I'll get my. So here's the thing. Off of the Roxy's effect, I'm gonna be forced to banish the Pandemonium I have in my hand because I kind of want to keep the one card for the Battle Builder combo in my hand. So I'll get another Pandemonium back, so I can banish one Pandemonium, and the other card I'll get will be one of the components for Battle Butler, which will be I'll get Lamseys over Fansies. I'll get Lamseys. I'm not gonna activate my Pandemonium. Okay, so now I'll activate Pranks. No. Okay, so I'll activate Pranks, discard the Lamseys that I got to get myself a token, and then using the token and Roxy's, I'll link climb into my Bow Wow Bark. So my Bow Wow Bark is going to hit the field. Again, I have to start, considering the clock because I lost 2 games running down the clocks, which I could have won before. But anyways, so no, I'm gonna banish one of the Pandemonium that I have in my hand, and I draw a Call by the Grave off of it, which is pretty nice. Special summon out a monster. I'll special summon out a Fansies because Fansies does offer us the 2k defense. I'll set down Called by the Grave. This is all mind games, right? Like sometimes if your opponent has like quick play spell to get rid of your back row, if the first card you set down, they might assume it's Pandemonium and they get rid of that card. So in that case, your Pandemonium would be saved. It wouldn't get destroyed. So anyways, I'm gonna end my turn off of this, which will prompt the Prank Kid's Pranks activation. I'll hit yes, since I did use 2 Doodle Doos, so I'm gonna get 1 Doodle Doo back, 1 Fansies back because I do have Fansies, and 1 Dropsies back because I don't want to have 2 copies of my main Prank Kid's monsters that I go through during the combos. So yeah, I'm gonna get a copy of those back into my deck. So now, okay, so anytime this happens and you have Maxi, anytime that the game prompts you to activate your Bow Bark, you have Maxi in your hand, always start by activating Maxi. Because if your opponent is playing a combo deck and they have a Call by the Grave in their hand, they're kind of forced to Call by the Grave your Maxi instead of Call by the Graving your Bow Bark. So now I know my opponent doesn't have any negations. So I'm going to activate my Chain Link to my Bow Bark, get my one of the components for Battle Butler, and another one would be Roxy's, from my graveyard back into my hand. No, don't want to activate Call by the Grave. So Bow Bark's effect is going to resolve. I'm going to get my 2 cards, and then Max C's effect is going to resolve. So if he starts special summoning stuff, I'll start drawing cards. So it is a 42, 15. 42, 15 cards, okay. And our opponent is playing Virtual World. So, okay. So I know my opponent doesn't have infinite imprint, otherwise his side of the field would have lighted up. So I'm safe to go into my Battle Butler. So I'll do just that. I'll go into my Battle Butler using the cards needed for the Battle Butler. 2 in my hand, 1 on the field. I'm gonna put it face up because I know my cards can't be destroyed by card effects. And Pranket's Place will boost up my Butler by 500 attack points. So that's why I put it in attack position over, defense position. So I care more about the activation of Pranket's Place than the Fancy's activation. Like I know, yeah, Fancy's gives you a special summon as well, but the cost of discarding a card, like I don't care about the discard. I care more about gaining 500 attack points on my Butler. So I'll discard a Pranks, special out a monster, special out. So I'll get special 1 Roxy's. It's gonna boost up my monsters. I'll get 1 Fancies. And last one, I'll get. I'm thinking about getting another Roxy's. Yeah, I'll get another Roxy's as my last special summon. I'm not gonna activate Call by the Grave. So let's see what our opponent does. See if he has any, Okay, so he's gonna do Quan Lu. He's gonna get Chuche on the field and send Quinlong. That's the usual combo you do off of Quan Lu. Because he already has Quinlong on his field, right? So he's gonna get Chuche on the field and get discard a Quinlong. So then he'll activate Quinlong's graveyard effect to get Lulu, search for Lulu. So I played Virtual World and Synchro event, and I'm kind of familiar with the combo that Virtual World do now. Before, because before when I went into Virtual World, all I knew was their boss monster was Shen. Oh, okay. He's gonna get Zwanwu on the field. Okay. So he wants to flip one of my cards face down. Oh, it's just battle position. Battle position doesn't matter. Did he discard? And your opponent scooped. Okay. I mean, I don't know why he got. He should have gotten Chuche on the field, not Zwanwu. Like Zwanwu wouldn't do anything to us. So let me check out my opponent's deck real quick. Let me see if he was playing pure Virtual World. I had nothing else. He was playing pure Virtual World, as you can see right here. So before I started playing, Virtual World and got familiar with the deck, all I knew was that their boss monsters are the Shen, the VFD, the True King of All Calamities, and Zeus. I had no idea of any other cards that they play. Like these all cards, I didn't care about. And this card, the Vermilion Dragon Mech. That's another boss monster I knew about because that card would come up often to banish 1 synchro from your graveyard, field, or hand, and then oh, it just graveyard or face-up field, and then target 1 card in the field and then destroy that card. So I've run into that card often. I know about this, the Crocodile Dragon, that just goes into you XD summoning your True King of All Calamities. That's all I knew about it. But once I started playing Virtual World, I got familiar with the deck. So now I know their combos. Now I know what's the best point to hit them with, a Nibiru, or hit them with an Ash Blossom, or hit them with an Imperm in my hand or on my field, or what card to call by the grave. So yeah, I got familiar with it now, so I can play around their deck now. So anyways, on to the next game, Plat 1. We did win the coin toss. So I do have Pranket's Place and Terraforming, so I'm gonna start by using Terraforming, see if it so he doesn't have any Ash Blossom, which is pretty nice. But again, our hand is kind of a soft brick. By soft brick, I mean, yeah, I could search for a card off of place, but if my place would get Ash Blossomed or negated somehow, like, my turn's done. I can't do anything with this hand. So he doesn't have any negates, so that's pretty cool with me. I'm going to search for Dropsies, normal out the Dropsies, and Link Climb up till our Doodle-Doo. So any combo you use for Prank Kids, going into Totally, going into full combo, or going into one card combo, the climb till Doodle-Doo always stays the same. So going from the first normal summon up till Doodle-Doo, that's the same for any combo. Any combo of Prank Kids that you use. So I'll do just that. I'll Link Climb into my Doodle-Doo. My Doodle-Doo is gonna hit the field, and then I'm gonna Chain Link one the Fansies in my graveyard, Chain Link to the Doodle-Doo that I have on the field. And since I already have all three cards, Plays, Pranks, and Pandemonium, it doesn't matter what I search after Doodle-Doo, I'll search for another Pandemonium again. This is so that I could get two Pandemoniums in rotation. The card I'll send Place. I'll send Place because I already have one Place. I have one Place in my hand, one on the field. Special summon out my Lampsies. So, okay. At this point, I'm kind of forced to go into a one card combo only. Like, yeah, I can activate Pranks, discard one Pandemonium, get a token, use the token and the Lampsies to go into Rocket Ride, but that's not going to allow me to go into a full combo. So, I'll activate Doodle-Doo. I'm not going to get Place. I'm going to get the two... Okay, so here's the thing, right? If I get both the monsters out, and it doesn't matter. I'll get both the monsters out because I could, off of Rocket Ride, you could still get your Miyamu back on the field, so it doesn't matter. So now I'll activate Pranks. No. I'll activate the Pranks effect. I'll discard the Fansies because I am going to banish one Pandemonium off of the Roxy's effect. I'm not going to discard a Pandemonium. No. Get a token. Special summon into another Doodle-Doo. So this is going to be a one card combo, so this card I already used the graveyard effect of, so I can't use it. I'm going to activate Lampsies in my graveyard, special summon out my Roxy's, and then using this Doodle-Doo and Roxy's, I'm going to Link Climb into my Bow Bark. So Bow Bark is going to hit the field. There it is, Bow Bark. I'm going to activate Roxy's, and I'm going to banish one Pandemonium. No. And I'm going to banish Pandemonium off the Roxy's effect. I'll draw one card, which is a Maxi, which is pretty nice. Special summon out a monster. Yes. I'll special summon out Fansies. Again, the 2k defense it offers is really good, and most, if not all, normal summon cards cannot get over the 2k defense. So now, first I'll set down the Skill Drain. Second, I'll set down the Pandemonium. Again, it's a mind game thing, because sometimes people assume that the first card you set down will be Pandemonium, and then if they have like a Cosmic Cyclone or something and they target one card, they're going to target the card that you set down first, hoping that it's a Pandemonium to try to get rid of the Pandemonium. But if you mind game them with, stuff like this, sometimes you could get the Pandemonium safely on the field to go into your combo. Anyways, I'm going to end my turn on this. It's going to prompt me to use my Prank is Pranks, which I will use since I used two Doodle-Doos. I'll get one Doodle-Doo, one Fansies, and I already have Dropsies in my hand. So what I can do, I can't do this. I gotta leave these two monsters in my graveyard. So I'll get another I'll get another Doodle Doo out. I'm not gonna activate Maxi on my turn. I'm gonna activate Maxi on his draw. No. So again, with this, when the game prompts you to activate your Bow Wow Bark on your opponent's draw phase, again, you have to have the activation on for this to happen. Always start by activating Maxi, because if they have a combo deck and they have a Call by the Grave in their hand, they will be forced to use the Call by the Grave on the Maxi, hence, not negating your Bow Wow Bark's effect. I mean, yeah, they could have two Call by the Graves in their hand, but that's really really rare to happen. So Chainlink won my Maxi, Chainlink to my Bow Wow Bark, and then two cards I'll get will be Lamseys and Roxy's. I'm not gonna get the place out, and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it safe and activate Skill Drain right now, because the new that what the Denko Sekka deck, the Dangerous Kaiju deck. The Denko Sekka really it just shuts you down. If your opponent doesn't set cards on their back row, it shuts down your whole back row. So in case they do that, I'm just gonna get the skill drain. So our opponent is playing. If I see Sekka's Light, I'm gonna assume my opponent is playing Atom Emancipator. No. Okay. So he's gonna do that. He's gonna. Okay. He's gonna shuffle back Ash Blossom, draw a card. And he's gonna start with Analyzer. Okay. I mean, he can't activate these cards, and I have Maxi activated. I don't think he can special summon 25 times to make me deck out, so I'm pretty chill. Okay. So the only card I care about is that card that he sends from his deck to the graveyard that can pop a face-up card on the field. The Gravedigger, I think. Is it Gravedigger or something like that? What's the card's name? If he's running that card, then he can't pop my Skill Drain. But I do have an Ash Blossom for his activation. So if he doesn't have a negate to my Ash Blossom, then I mean even if he Ash Blossoms it now. So here's the thing, right? Do I want to Ash Blossom this? Because it's gonna stop his combo. Like, am I worried about that card? Do I want to Ash Blossom that card over this card? No, right? I'll Ash Blossom right now. I'll Ash Blossom his Roxy's activation. Okay, so now he's stuck with these two cards on the field. He already normal summoned. Normal summon was the Roxy's. That this was special summoned on the field. So now he can still special summon Researcher and Seeker. And our opponent's Scoop. So as you can see, Skill Drain is a really powerful card. Like a really powerful floodgate against, almost all decks. If you draw into it and get it active on the field and your opponent can't get rid of it. So let me see my opponent's deck real quick. Was he running that card that I'm thinking about? He was not. He was not running that card. Monster they control if your opponent controls a Kaiju. So he was running a Kaiju in his deck. So I'm assuming Kaiju is to kill out, what's the Herald of Ultimateness, or big monsters on the field again. This is how the deck is supposed to look like. The Rock Spirit. So he wasn't running the card that I'm thinking about. But yeah. This is the normal Adamancive Predator's decks run, except for the Kaiju. Like, I don't run Kaiju in my deck. Anyway, so let's get on with the next game. Like, I'm gonna keep spamming my games. I'm not gonna stop in the middle. I'm gonna keep spamming till, either it's dinner time for me or, I get tired out. So Currently it's, hold on, let me check my time. Currently it's 4:16 p.m. for me. I am on Eastern Standard Time. It's 4:16 p.m. for me, and I'm gonna go take my, I'm gonna eat my dinner at around 7:30 ish. But yeah, and we another complete brick. So last game was a soft brick. This game is a hard brick. So I'm gonna set my skill drain, set my imperm, set another imperm. Like I'm kind of forced to, set it like both my imperms. Even if he harpies, feather dusters, or lightning storms us, like we gotta take it. We can't do anything about it. I'm gonna activate skill drain on the draw phase. Again, don't want to get Denko Sekad. That's why I'm doing it. And even if he harpies, feather dusters, or lightning storms me and kills my back row, I'm hoping he can't, Xyz or Synchro or Link, or just get monsters out on the field that can do 7k damage to me. I'm just hoping. Like this is all you can hope for if you start with a solid brick in your hand. So our opponent had another Adamantipator. Okay, so this card is gonna get negated. I mean, skill range active on the field. Adamantipator with a back row set. Okay. Usually you don't see Adamanticipators running back row set with a Foolish Burial. So it's probably gonna send that grave monster that can pop a card on the field. So that will force me to activate my Imperm on one of these. Yeah, that's the card. Tackle Crusader. Target one face-up spell trap your opponent controls with the target to the hand. Yep. So I'm not gonna activate my Imperms just yet. Okay. So I'm gonna pop the first Imperm to Imperm the Analyzer. I'm not gonna pop the second Imperm just yet. So this was his normal summon. Keep that in mind. This is his normal summon. He cannot normal summon anymore. He can only special summon. Since I didn't have any monsters on the field, that was his normal summon. Okay, so it's gonna hit us in the face with just that and end his turn. Okay. So let's see what we draw into. Okay, so we draw into a Prank Kids monster. Cool. No. So first off, I'm gonna Harpy's Feather Duster his back row set, because it could be a Call by the Grave, it could be an Imperm. Imperm doesn't hurt us, only Call by the Grave hurts us. So it was a Call by the Grave. It's pretty nice. So okay, so I'm gonna put this on auto, and then try to go into my combo. When I say try, because if he has an Ash Blossom in his hand, right? And if he Ash Blossoms the first effect of the... And he does have an Ash Blossom. I mean, it could be a Maxi as well. But let's see what he has. Like, if he has an Ash Blossom, let's see if he chooses to Ash Blossom our first activation. I mean, we still do have a skill drain. He is going to Ash Blossom it, okay. We still do have our skill drain in our hand that we can set. So I'm gonna set my skill drain. I'm gonna put this back on because I do want to activate it on my opponent's draw phase. I mean, this is all I could do because that Ash Blossom would kill my combo because I don't have Prank Kid's place. Let's see. I'm gonna activate skill drain again, which will put me down to 45. So if you guys have any comments or anything, just type it up in the chat. I'll do my best to answer it. And if you guys think the music is too loud, just tell me. I'll lower the volume. Or if you guys don't like the music, I could change or completely cut the music and just go back to Yu-Gi-Oh sounds. Anyways, my opponent's turn, standby, main phase. Let's see what he does. Doki Doki again. Doesn't matter. Okay, why is he attacking with Doki Doki first? Okay, I mean, he would have gotten an extra 500 damage in our face if he didn't do that with Doki Doki. And if he's doing that to get Block Dragon out, with Block Dragon you can just discard cards from your hand on the field or from, I mean, banish cards from your hand, field, or graveyard to get it out. So I have no idea why he did that. This this is just sad. Like I'm just drawing bricks at this point. This is just sad. Maxi, okay. So I don't want to activate Prank His Pranks. Because I was going to activate Prank His Pranks, discard the Pandemonium, at least get a token on the field, right? At least get a token on the field. And then, at least negate one of the attack monsters. I mean, yeah, the token would be just, 500. Oh, it's a 0 attack, 0 defense. Oh. I mean, still, it would eat up at least one attack. And then I would activate Prank His Pranks at the end of my turn to get 3 cards back and draw a card. I'll actually do that. I'll give him 1 card draw. I'll give him 1 card draw. I'll activate Prank His Pranks, put this in defense. Yeah, I'm not gonna start and go into Meow Moo. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll end my turn. Prank His Pranks will activate. So I did this to act just so that I could draw 1 card. I'm desperate for card draws, like my starter card draws right now. And we draw into an instant fusion, which is like instant fusion would have been nice before the turn ended. Because I could use instant fusion, go into Rocket Ride, get 2 cards out, and go into my combo. But like now I can't use instant fusion because I don't have Prank His cards in my graveyard to actually get out. Adamancipator and Prank Kids, yeah. I like my 2 main decks are Adamancipator and Prank Kids as well. A skill drain really. This, I mean, skill drain just. Oh, he got Block Dragon. Okay. So I mean, I'll still eat up 1 attack. Actually, he could outright kill me this turn, right? Because he could use these 2 cards, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I don't think they'd run. He could use these 2 to go into Hulky Fabrics. First turn, Hulky Fabrics. Oh, okay. So he's trying to win the game this turn itself. Oh, man. Okay, so he's gonna go into his Raptite. Oh, he's gonna go into Baron de Fleur. Oh, that was, yeah, that's a level 8. Never mind. He's gonna go to Baron de Fleur. Activate block. So block. He could kill me this turn. That's game over. I can't do anything about this. I mean, what I probably should have done is activate Imperm on his Block Dragon, so he couldn't activate the Block Dragon from the graveyard. So he wouldn't draw into 3 tuners. I mean, 2 tuners and 1 normal. But still, like it wouldn't really matter. He would get us down to doing that. He would get us down. He wouldn't have enough in his graveyard, but he would get us. Yeah, I mean, he would still kill us. Like I drew a solid brick. And then the first graveyard activation got Ash Blossom. I couldn't do anything about it. Let me check out my opponent's deck real quick. He was playing pure Adamancipators, yeah, so let me Miracle Rupture, okay. Extra deck is a kind of a variant because I don't run Secure Gardna. I don't run that. I do run Underworld Goddess. But anyways, let's get on with our next two. So yeah, this is what a brick looks like, guys. This is what this is what a brick looks like. Okay, our opponent won the coin toss. Like brick happens. Don't kill yourself. Even if you run like full monsters, Adamancipators, brick you will break. And playing through brick, like sometimes you can play through brick, sometimes you can't. So I'll put this on so I can activate Maxi on the draw phase instead of, the main phase when he starts doing stuff. He's gonna hash plus. Okay, so since he's desperate, uh, he is running emancipators. So I've gotten 3 emancipators in a row today. Is this what playing early in the day feels like? Do you run into a lot of emancipators? Okay, he's gonna normal Doki Doki. Discard a supplier, so that will give him an analyzer. Okay. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Ah, he's gonna go. He got the prank kids. He got the prank kids. This is gonna be a full combo. Like, okay, so I if I draw into a Raigeki, I can clear out his board. I mean, no, because he would have a Rock Dragon. If I draw into a normal Prankets card, he'll just deny me. Like this is gonna be a full combo. You already know it's gonna be a full combo. I have nothing in my hand I could use to play through it. At least I don't think I have anything in my hand I could use to play through the field he'll set up. Because he'll have Baron de Fleur, he'll have Block Dragon, he'll have since he's using the Prank Kids, he'll have Apollo USA as well. Then he'll have yeah, I mean yeah, that's he said this is his game. Like I'm not gonna draw into anything that I can use to actually even start my combo. He'll just negate everything. That's 3 Emancipators in a row today. What? Okay, plat 1, plat 3. Let's see. I mean, is this? You guys tell me. If you play early in the morning, like it's not early, but it's like somewhat after 3, so evening-ish. Do you run in? I'm starting with bricks. I'm starting with bricks. That's the 3rd game I started a brick with. Okay. So what does if this card is normal or special, you can add 1 Sulfur Cord Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, so he's playing the Sulfur Cord Pendulum. I mean, sure. I'll stick around for the combo because if this is an FTK, I'll know if it's an FTK. If it's not, and he sets up negates on the field, if I draw into a Prank Kids or a starter card, I could actually play through it because I do have a Harpy's Feather Duster to clear out his Pendulum set and any back. What? Did he did he not draw into anything? Oh crap! I mean, I'm still bricked. Like, there's no card in either graveyards to use Monster Reborn on, and Instant Fusion is useless because it's my cards. Whatever card I get, uh, Weather Washer or Rocket Ride, will get destroyed once I end my turn. And Rocket Ride is useless because I don't have any Prankins card in my graveyard. Oh man, this is just sad. Like, I bricked 3 games in a row. This is just sad. Okay. did he just do? Oh, he tributed to summon out Gracia. And he got the field spell. Okay. So he did get his pendulum scale set, 1 and 8. Your self-equipped pendulum monsters cannot be negated. Your opponent cannot activate a spell trap card or monster effect when your self-equipped pendulum is pendulum summoned. Okay, so that's just on his turn. I can still activate Harpy's Feather Duster on my turn. So Call by the Grave is negated. You can only use each effective self-equipped Harponia once per turn, okay? I mean, we still don't have any monsters in the graveyard I can use Monster Reborn on. Uh, this is just... like, this is game over. Like, I can't do anything about this. I keep drawing into bricks. Like, this hand is useless. It's completely useless. It's a garbage hand. He set down a Call by the Grave. Okay, like even if I set down Max, he'll just kill me. Why am I drawing into bricks? This, like, I just started playing the game. Come on, stop making me draw into bricks. Uh, lost the coin toss again. Like this is killing my mood to play the game itself. Like if I go first, I start a brick. If I go second, I don't start with any hand traps. 60 card deck? No, 40. 40, 15, okay. Again, a complete brick. Are you kidding me? A complete brick. So I'm gonna. So I know he's playing Adam Emancipators. I know my opponent is playing Adam Emancipators. So here's the thing, right? Do I want to Ash Blossom the Atara? Or do I want to wait? Because Researcher requires one rock monster to be on the field. But it's not considered a rock monster. So this could be just an Ash Blossom bait, right? So do I want to Ash Blossom it? No, I'm not gonna Ash Blossom this. I'm not gonna Ash Blossom. I mean, I would have Ash Blossom my own Maxi, but yeah. I was gonna say, I could have Ash Blossom this. Oh, I couldn't Ash Blossom this anyways. Never mind, never mind. I would have Ash Blossom my own Maxi. What am I thinking? I would have Ash, if I activated Ash Blossom, my own Maxi would have been Ash Blossomed. Like, what was I even thinking? Wow, wow, wow. Retard alert. No. Yeah, but that would have been something if I did that. Okay, that's as normal. So I am going to imperm his search once he activates it. Okay, so do I want to Ash Blossom or... Hmm. Do I want to Ash Blossom or Imperm? I'm gonna Ash Blossom it. I'm not gonna Imperm it. I'm gonna keep the Imperm in my hand. I'm gonna Ash Blossom this. So Ash Blossom is gonna deny him his search. I mean, if I don't draw into a solid card, like my hand is bricked. This is the fourth game I bricked. And against Adamantipator's, I've been bricking it against Adamantipator's. 3 games, 3 bricks. Okay, so it's gonna go into what? Crystron, Hulky Fabrics, okay. I'm gonna imperm the Hulky Fabrics, special summon. I'm gonna imperm his Hulky Fabrics level 3 or lower tuner from the deck to the field special summon. He'll probably searching for, you know, oh, he's gonna get a Kokai Mirror Supplier on the field. Yeah, since he saw a rock monster leave the field, he could get a Kokai Mirror Supplier, okay. I mean, sure, we're gonna draw more cards, but I'll deny him his Researcher's special summon. That's gonna draw him a card, which will be the card he can draw can be any Kokai Mirror cards off of the supplier, and he drew a Guardian, but he already used his normal summon, so he can't normal summon the Guardian anymore. So let's see what he does. He could use, I mean, what can he do with these cards? If he doesn't have a, okay. I mean, he could still activate Hulky Fabrics' secondary effect. You can banish this card, plus summon 1 Tuner Synchro monster from your, from your extra deck, Tuner Synchro. Is Reptide a Tuner Synchro? Reptide is not a Tuner Synchro. Neither is Dragite. So anyways, I'm gonna start by activating Terraforming. No. I'm gonna get a Prankins place. So now I know my opponent doesn't have an Ash Blossom in his hand. So I'm pretty chill with my combo. I can go into my combo. And our opponent scooped. Like, we started with a solid brick in our hand, but we somehow still managed to salvage it. Like, hand traps won us the game. Golden. Okay, 2 tickets. Fine. So let me. So how many games? This was Adamantipator's, 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 and Adamantipator's again. So 4 Adamantipator's games. For out of the how many? 5 or 6 games I played today. 4 Adamantipator games. Okay, Plat 1, Plat 4. This guy's name is at Ignister. So he could be playing it at Ignister's deck. But let's see. How many? 15, 40, okay. Our opponent has a Maxi. Oh, excuse me. Our opponent has a Maxi because his side of the field did light up before my turn started. So I'm just gonna normal out my Lamseys. See if he maxes me right here. And he is gonna maxi me. I'm not gonna do anything else. Like I'm not gonna give him draws. I'll just send down Pandemonium and end my turn. Cause Prank Kids combo, like you would at least give your opponent 7 or 8 card draws. That's the minimum amount of card draws you'll give your opponent if you go into your combo. And he is playing Adamantipator's. And we don't have a Maxi of our own. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just go into Weather Washer before he starts, getting major negates out on the field. I'll just go into Weather Washer right now. Because if he gets negates out on the field, if he gets like a negate out on the field, the Omni Negate, like Baron de Flor or something like that, or a Dragite with a water monster on the field, and then I activate Pandemonium, it's just gonna get negated. So I'll just do this. Activate. I care more about the HP gain than burning him. So I'll Chainlink 1 drops his Chainlink 2. Chainlink 1 Lamseys, Chainlink 1 drops his Chainlink 2 Lamseys. I said it right the first time. I don't know why I switched. I'm not going to use Rocket Ride's effect just yet. Okay, so I'll get one of Fansies, my bad. One of Fansies, one of Roxy's onto the field. I'm not gonna activate Weather Washer just yet. Since he already has a monster on the field, he can't imperm my Weather Washer. So let me see what monster he gets out on the field. He'll probably get a Seeker. He'll probably get a Seeker out. I mean, most likely he won't get out Supplier because he wants to get the Seeker's special. I mean, Seeker's Excavate. He got a Supplier, okay. Okay, so since he's doing this, I'm gonna activate Weather Washer right now because off of the Supplier, he's gonna search for a Kokai Meru Guardian, and if Kokai Meru Guardian hits the field, I cannot activate Weather Washer's effect. So I'll just use Weather Washer right now before he does any of his shenanigans with negates on the field. No, negate everything. No, I'll just Weather Washer right now. So he still hasn't used his normal summon. These two cards are immune to Battle Destruction. All these cards can be destroyed by card effects, but these two especially are immune to Battle Destruction for this turn only, because we used Weather Washer to get them back out on our field. So let's see. So it's gonna get Miracle Rupture, okay. What card? Revival Golem. He's gonna special out the Revival. Okay. So he has one level 4 tuner. He could one level 4. Oh, he got level 2 monster. Okay, so that's his normal summon now. So he can start going into Reptite. Now if he hits a Prank Kids, that's gonna be full combo. Like off of any Seeker or a Seeker or Researcher that he may get on the field. So let's see what he does with this field. Okay, so he's gonna go into the Gallon Granite, search for a block. Okay, so that's gonna give him the block from his deck into his hand. Okay, the block's online. Excuse me. So blocks in his hand. What can he do? He could use this and this to go into Reptite. Okay. He's not gonna use those two. Okay, he's going into Crystal Hulky Fabrics. So with Crystron, he'll get either Seeker or Researcher on the field. I mean, those are the only cards that... Oh, he's getting Olion, okay. Level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck in defense position, but it cannot act. Oh, it cannot activate it with its effect. Okay, so yeah, my bad. I'm thinking it wrong. So he's gonna get Olion. The only card you can get off of that is Olion. You can't get the other because you can't activate their effects. And with this, he's gonna get the Block Dragon. Then using these 4 cards, he's gonna go into Apollo USA. These 3 cards, he's gonna go into Apollo USA. And then Olion will activate in the graveyard. Wait, what? He's not going into Apollo USA? So he's going into Baron de Fleur, the Omni Negate. Okay. Did he chainlink Block Dragon? Okay. Start the chainlink on Block Dragon, link it to Olion's token summon. Okay. So Baron de Fleur's Omni Negate, he can still use it to destroy one card on the field. He got a Seeker. Okay. Researcher, and he's gonna get the Gigantes as the 3rd card from the Block Dragon's effect. Cool, cool, cool. Really cool playing against this deck. If you can't negate their stuff, they just pop off. He's gonna use O-Line to go into Link Spider. Okay. I mean, Link Spider has to be in the extra monster zone for its effect to be activated. You can't normal summon a monster in the field spell zone. So that's like doing that is useless. The Link Spider has to be in the extra monster spot. So Link 3, Nightmare. Okay. Let's see what card he bounces. Like if he's thinking right, he has to bounce either one of these cards. If he bounces either of these, oh my god. No, no, he should have bounced one of these because these two are immune to destruction by battle. Oh, he's going into access code. He's just trying to outright kill me this turn. Okay. All three are hits. All four are hits. All five are hits. Wow. All five hits on Researcher. Wow. He got the Tackle Crusader. Okay. Like so, can I even get past this field? That's the question, right? Can I even get past this field once it's my turn? He's gonna search for more cards off of the Raptite. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. So he got 3 hits off of the Raptite. I mean, can I even get past this field? That's what I'm thinking. Because my cards are not immune to cards. Like, that Maxi completely stopped us because we didn't have any negates in our hand. Like, that... Oh, that is just feels bad. Like, all I could do is sit here and watch him go into his combo. So that's gonna be his access code. Yeah, access code is just gonna pop. How many? So that's why he went to the Link Spider to get more pops. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna get 3 pops. That's like I sat through the combo hoping he couldn't, get the hits, but he did get the hits, and that's just sad. One max, like I can't wait for Konami to, at least restrict or semi-limit Maxi or just straight out ban Maxi from Master Duel. Card is so stupid. So stupid. Okay, our opponent won the coin toss, but let us go first. Okay. He could be playing a going turn 2 deck. And what do you know? We start with a break. I literally want to just turn my stream off and, go smash some stuff. Like 4 games in a row I started with a break. Man, come on. What is this bullshit? Anyways, you play with what you get, right? No, I'm gonna activate it on his draw phase. See if it baits out, like see if he negates it. Activate Maxi. And I'll just activate Skill Drain as well. Like, sure, whatever. I never run into a hard bricks like this. So our opponent is playing Gladiator. Like I never ever run into hard bricks. My statistics with running into hard bricks on card draw is 2 out of 10 games. That's the consistent statistic that I have with drawing into bricks. So 1 out of 5 games. But this is just straight pure utter bullshit. I've drawn into 6 or 7 games. I've drawn into hard brick 4 games. That's just bullshit. And I run 17 or 18 starter cards. One one starter combo cards. Huh. He's gonna pop my skill drain, isn't he? Okay. Alright. Like this card doesn't, if it attacks, it doesn't do stuff. It's not this card, the other cards. So I draw into a Roxy's. But if he has Maxi, I draw into a Roxy's, right? I'm gonna be forced to banish a card. I don't want to banish Polymerization because it could allow me to go into Totally Awesome, but I'm kinda be forced to banish the Polymerization because I only run one Prankets Pranks, and I need Prankets Pranks to recycle cards in case this becomes a grindy game. But yeah. So start going into a combo. Our Doodle Doo will get denied. It'll get negated because Skill Drain is active on the field. So I'm gonna chain link it anyways in case my opponent, randomly Ash Blossoms me right now. So let's see. No, that's gonna get negated, sadly. And with Fansies, I'll send a Pandemonium into the graveyard. Special out a monster, yes. Get Dropsies. I'll activate Doodle Doo, get my Pandemonium back from my graveyard into my hand. And the other one doesn't matter. No, I'll activate Prank. So it's a one card combo. Like I can't do anything other than going into one card combo. Like with the cards that I have in my hand and on the field, I have no other option than going into a one card combo. No, and since I started with Roxy's again, like I'll be forced to go into two Doodle Doos to get the materials into the graveyard for the Battle Butler. Activate the Dropsies, which will special summon out the Lampsies. And then lastly, I'll go into my Bow Wow Bark. So okay, so I can't go into Predaplant. Again, Skill Drain's active on the field. It'll just negate the Predaplant. No Unicorn either. Negate. Skill Drain active on the field. So yeah. Like sometimes I forget that I have Skill Drain active on the field and I go into Predaplant and I wonder like why can't I activate Predaplant? Then I realize I have Skill Drain active on the field. But yeah, so always keep in mind if you activate Skill Drain or if your opponent has a Skill Drain active, always keep it in mind. I'll get Pansies as my last special. No. Set down my Pandemonium. This is on. I'll go into battle to pop his card. And then end my turn, which will prompt the pranks, which I will activate because I need to start recycling cards. One has to be Doodle Doo because I have two Doodle Doos in my graveyard and I'll only run two Doodle Doos. One I'll do Fansies because I have Fansies on the field. And the last one I'll do Roxy's, right? Yeah, the last one I'll do is Roxy's. So Doodle Doo, Fansies, and Roxy's I'll recycle. Get those cards back and draw a card which is Raigeki. Pretty nice. Raigeki is pretty nice. Opponent's gonna draw. And I'll instantly activate Bow Wow Bark. Don't want to use Meowmoo, again Skill Drain's active on the field. And with Butler, I will only get one pop, again Skill Drain active on the field. So I'll get my cards I need for the Battle Butler. So at least now I can get out a big boss monster on the field, right? So standby phase, main phase, let's see what our opponent does. Okay. No, I'm not going to activate Pandemonium just yet. See what he does. Okay, no. See what Gladiator Beast he special summons. So this is like, I have been running into this Gladiator Beast deck recently. people have started playing, like they optimized the Gladiator Beast deck, and they are playing a Gladiator Beast. It's a pretty decent deck. I wouldn't say it's a solid deck, but it's a pretty decent deck. It could get, if you start playing it, like it could easily get you past, gold and low plat. And it's a pretty good deck. Even in high plat, it's a pretty good deck. Mission control cannot be destroyed by, so your opponent can activate cards or effects at the end of the damage step. So I'll just activate Pandemonium. Since he's trying to go into, ending his turn, I'll just activate Pandemonium right now. Go into my Butler. And Butler will get me 3 additional cards I could use in my next turn. So we are immune to card destruction effects, so I'll put it in attack position. I won't put it in defense. And then Chainlink 1-2, drop Seas, Lampseas. Always Chainlink 1-2, drop Seas, Lampseas. Or in some cases where you care about the Fancies effect, then you could, Chainlink Fancies as Chainlink 1 or 2 to block with the other 2 cards. But generally after your first turn, after your first turn, you don't care about the Fancies discard effect. So Ash Blossom is max C activation. I kind of do want those 3 cards to hit the field. So I'll Ash Blossom max C so that he doesn't draw more cards. He doesn't draw 3 more cards. The card I'll send will be a place. Special out a monster. Okay, so right at this point, he still hasn't gone into his battle phase, so I gotta keep it in mind. He can destroy 1 card that I get. I'll get Dropsies, Fancies, and get Lampseas as the last card. I'm not gonna get Rockseed, I'm gonna get Lampseas. Because I don't wanna banish, potentially banish this or another card that I could draw into that could, help me just outright win the game. So my opponent knows his stuff. Anytime you play against Prank Kids, always, after their first turn, always kill their Dropsies, because Dropsies is what allows them to go into Totally Awesome. So he's playing it right. Always kill the Dropsies. Never leave a Dropsies on the field. Let's see what he special summons out. Okay. He got Augustus. Okay. No. I'm just gonna Raigeki his field. I'm not gonna care about his stuff. Because I do want to just outright kill him. Oh, he's gonna go into another special, okay. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 Gladiator Beast. Okay, so he's gonna... I mean, he can't activate it. Because Skildred is active on the field. And I do have Raigeki. This card is not... even if it was immune to card destruction, my Skildred would deny it. I'm gonna put this back on auto because that repeated, prompt kind of gets annoying. Okay, so how do I want to do this? 3k, I could get a Doodle-Doo. I could get Doodle-Doo and Bark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough to kill him this turn. I'll start by using Fancies in case he has an Ash Blossom or a Maxi that he could use this turn. So let's see if the toggle doesn't go over on his side. Pretty nice. I'll discard another Pandemonium. Special out a monster. Special out my Dropsies. Start my Link Climb into Doodle-Doo. So I used Lampseas right here first because I do want to burn him. I don't want him negating my Lamseys to burn him for 500. That's why I did it on Doodle Doo's turn. Special out a monster, yes. Special out Roxy's. And then use Roxy's and... Oh, I don't have Bubble Bark. I don't have Bubble Bark, nor do I have another Doodle Doo. So let's think. 3, 4, 5. I have 5,000 on the field. These two cards can't attack. I don't have Pandemonium. Okay, so I could use Doodle Doo, get a Pandemonium out, then using Pandemonium on these two cards, since I haven't activated either of these cards' effects, but I don't have any other Link 2s I could climb into. Like if I use Pandemonium, I'll be locked into Prank Kids, and I don't have any other Link monsters I could climb into. So 3 plus 3 is 6. I can only do 6,000 damage to him this turn. Like, when I say 6, I mean by normaling out the Ash Blossom using Doodle Doo, Ash Blossom, and Roxy's to go into my Bortle Sword. That would be 6,000 if I activate Raigeki, kill his monster. That would be 6,000 damage on the field. If I do it that way, if I go up on the Rocket Ride route, right? I activate Doodle Doo, get a Pandemonium out. But no, that wouldn't be enough either. That wouldn't be enough either. Ooh, this is a tough call. Okay, so I'll go into Bortle Sword. I'll go into Bortle Sword using these three materials. I can't go into Access Code nor Nightmare because I do have Skill Drain active on the field. I'll Raigeki his monster. I'm gonna be missing 400 damage, but I could still get it through. The burn of Lamseys. How many Lamseys do I have in the graveyard? I only have 2 Lamseys in the graveyard, okay? Like, as long as Skill Drain's active, like, these two don't matter. I'll put this back on and end my turn. Prank is Prank, so it's gonna activate. I'll hit yes. So, I kinda have to get one Doodle Doo and one Bow Wow Bark because I need to get those back into my deck to start recycling. Did I banish one Lamseys? I did not. Okay. So I'll get one Lamseys back. Monster Reborn. Okay, that's pretty nice as well because I could even if he gets rid of the whole field, I could Monster Reborn my Lamseys and then just Link Climb into Meowmoo, and they'll end the game. Unless he has like an Ash Blossom in his hand. Oh, so our opponent's not gonna do anything. Okay, that's fine with me. I'll just end the game. Go into battle phase and just end the game. Instant fusion, which is pretty nice. I'll put this back on auto. Come on, yes. And I'll just end the game. I mean, as I said, like the Gladiator Beast deck is pretty good. It could get you to where you want. Yeah, it could get you up to Plat 1 as well, sure. But it's like the decks out there, Virtual World, Tritron, what else? Like the Tier Zero, which is the Zodiac, any version of the Zodiac, Tri Brigade, Lurlisk, or just Kaiju version as well. But yeah, like this deck can't really play against those kind of decks. But yeah. Anyways, on to the next duel. Let's see. Anytime you start playing, like anytime you build a deck, right? Yeah, once you hit plat 1, it doesn't matter because you're not gonna demote even if you lose, even if you surrender, even if you troll the game. Sure. But if you're climbing, if you're really serious about climbing in ranked, then the first deck you want to build is like, a meta deck. Because meta decks are tested and proven and they're really our opponent is playing a junk synchron deck, okay, and I don't have any spell traps hand traps in my hand. So this will allow him to go into his full combo. But anyways, as I was saying, if you are serious about climbing ranked, right? You want to play a deck that is tested and has proven really good and is really effective in, wiping out boards. It's consistent in, drawing monsters, comboing and going into full boards, or countering your opponent's monsters or your opponent's card effects, or just those kind of things in general. You don't want to play like a trolley deck if you're serious about climbing. And generally, the meta decks that people build, like yeah, you could do like a off meta version of it, but then like it would lose the essence of what makes it a part of the meta. Like if you add or remove a card, it could make the deck become less consistent, or it could make the deck have less of a potential to climb up into their big boss monsters and stuff like that. And you know Gladiator Beasts doesn't get like it's not consistent enough. But anyways, this is like, do I want to sit through the full combo? He's gonna get like a bunch of negates out on the field and like one or two monster negates and then like two omni negates. Do I want to sit through the whole combo? Okay, so I'm I'm competitive by nature. I'm really competitive by nature. Like I don't like to just hit the settings button, hit end game, and just surrender. When I see a deck, like when I see my opponent, doing this all kinds of combos and going climbing up into all kinds of negates and stuff like that. Like that one card I draw could be a card that helps me, clear out his field completely. It could be a massive comeback for me. Like that's my thought process. So usually I don't surrender. I only surrender if I know I don't have any more plays left, or I know my opponent has enough damage on the field to kill me. But yeah. So let's see how many negates he puts up. So that's one monster negate. Let's see how many other monster or omni negates he puts on the field. He could go into Baron Dafur, he could go into Stardust. He's going into Hyper Librarian, okay. Gonna activate the Stardust Synchron to summon it back out onto the field by sending to the graveyard one card you have on the field. So there's that, and a Doppel Warrior, okay. So yeah, no, there's no stopping this combo now. Like once he gets a Junk Synchron in his hand, this combo just goes off completely. Like you can't stop this combo. Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. So this is the card that allows you to attack as many times as the amount of Stardust, I mean, not Stardust, yeah, Stardust Dragons, Synchro Stardust Dragons you have in your graveyard. So any card that says Stardust Dragon in the graveyard, say he has like four cards that say Stardust, this card can attack 4 times. Once per turn, you can negate one monster effect. I mean, this is just, yeah, like, even if I draw into, even Raigeki wouldn't help because he would have Baron de Fleur on the field. Even Raigeki wouldn't help, and I didn't have enough gas in my hand to actually bait out stuff and, bait out negates and then go into Raigeki if I even draw into a Raigeki. But yeah. So let's see. We are going second again. How many cards? How many cards? 13, 40. Oh man, is he playing the DD Dynamite variant with 13 extra deck cards? No, he's not. Okay. So this is Cyber Ad Ignisters, and we don't have any hand traps in our hand. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Lady Debug, people play this in Salamander Great as well, but our opponent is playing the Code deck. This is gonna, I think this is gonna be a pure Code deck, right? I don't think he's gonna have any variations in it. And all I could do is sit back. Like, I know it's turn 1, right? And I know what kind of cards this deck puts out on the field, and they are not Omni Negate cards, so I can still play. It's still playable. It's not like the last game where, off of one card, off of the junk Synchron, you just get like a shit ton of Omni Negates, Monster Negates, and, board bounces on the field. That's the transcode. Transcode is going to get a card. He's going to chainlink one microcoder, okay? So chainlink 2 transcode. You can add one Cynet spell trap from your deck to your hand. Or if this card is really as material, you can add one level 4 Cyber's monster. So it's going to get spell trap, Cyber's Connect, Cynet Conflict, okay? While you control a code talker monster, negate the activation. If you do, banish that card, and if you do, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects of the cards with the same original name as that card that was banished until the end of the next turn. Holy. Okay. Code generator can send some one Cyber's monsters with 1200 or less attack from the deck to the graveyard, or if this card is field material, you can add that card to your hand. Okay, he's gonna make it so that I can't use this monster zone. That's fine with me. So I'm going to Firewall, okay? And that's the trap card, the Omni Negate trap card. What is one small face up on the field card? You can target monsters in the field and or graveyard with the number of monsters calling to this card, return them to the hand. If a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle, also to the graveyard. It's summon one Cyber's monster. Okay. Okay, so what do I want to start with? The Cynet Conflict. Let me read Cynet Conflict. You control a code talker monster. Negate the activation. If you do, banish that card, and if you do, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects of cards with the same original name as the card that was banished. Same original name. So if I activate Pranks, Pranks gets banished. So the only Pranks can't be activated. If I activate Pandemonium, Pandemonium can be banished, and then I cannot activate Pandemonium till the end of my next turn. Like, this is really hard to play through because I know that's an Omni Negate with banishment. This card could bounce. The bounce and vanish. Like if I started with activating Pandemonium, right? I'll start by activating Pranks. See if he does something to it. See if he activates his Signet Conflict on Pranks. Like, yeah, it's gonna suck once Pranks gets banished, and I only don't want Pranks, but we have to do this. Okay. So our opponent is thinking about it. He's not, okay? He's gonna choose not to do it. Okay, that's fine with me. Hmm. I'm gonna activate Instant Fusion. See if he chooses to use it on this. No. Okay, he's really holding on to it. I'll get Rocket Ride. I probably shouldn't have placed it in the extra monster zone. I'll activate Rocket Ride's first effect, see if he does something to it. See if he knows what Rocket Ride does. He's gonna probably read the card, I'm assuming, so okay, he's not gonna do anything to that. I'll activate Pranks to discard. Do I want to discard Roxy's? I kind of do, right? I'm gonna discard Roxy's to get myself a token. He's gonna choose not to use it, okay? Normal out my Dropsies. See if he chooses to bounce it. He's not, okay. Wow. He's being really patient with his cards. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this. See if he does it. Ah, he had an Ash Blossom. I'm not gonna activate Pandemonium. Okay, so I'm gonna use the token and Miamu to go into Doodle Doo. See if he bounces. I'm gonna activate Doodle Doo. And after the Doodle Doo search, I'm searching for a Prankist place because I want to get another Prankist monster into my hand to use Pandemonium with. Okay, I'm gonna activate place. It's not gonna do it, okay. Add the designated cards. Yes, I'll get Lamses. He's still not gonna do it, okay. So I'll activate Rocket Ride, get my two Prankist monsters out, see if he does anything to this. He's choosing not to activate it. Holy crap, he's being patient with this. Like, so this is scary for me now. Since he's being really patient, like this is getting scary. It's getting to a point where I'm getting scared about this. Is this a quick effect? It is a quick effect. So if I go straight into access, you could quick effect the access summon. So I'll do this. did 2 of this, then use this as well. Go into my Nightmare. I'm going to activate Nightmare. I'm going to be forced to discard a card. I'll discard the Fansies and bounce this because I want to get his Omni Negate off of the field, and he's going to activate it. It is the Cynek Conflict. Okay. So now I'll go into this. So all that preparation work was just for this moment, so I could use Pandemonium to go into something I could put on my field. I'll do Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 place. Okay. He's gonna bounce my Weather Washer. I mean, this is about it. This is where my combo would end. Like, I can't do anything about this anymore. Like, my opponent was extremely patient with his play. So 1, 2. What card? What other card do I want to get? I don't want to get. I get 1, 2, 3. I'll do it this way. I'll get the Pandemonium back. See what I draw into. A Roxy's, okay. So now for him, oh, I'm pretty sure he could outright kill me. Yeah, he just goes into access code and kills me. 5, 6, 7. Because access code will get 2 attacks anyways. Yeah, so that was my one chance to. I'll show it to you guys what I mean. So just watch what he does. He's gonna go into that one link 2 where the material, if it's used as a material, access code can get 2 attacks. But yeah, that's just game over. Like I can't. For him to be that patient with his activations, like, god damn. Like if you were that patient with your activations. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, at that point, it could have been like, him not knowing what he was doing or him really knowing what he was doing. But yeah, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Access code will get 2 attacks because he used. Where is that card? I mean, even if he doesn't get 2 attacks, it's game over anyways. He'll start popping and it's just game over now. But yeah. If he didn't have the first Ash Blossom, I could have played through his board. That first Ash Blossom really hurt me. What could I have done differently there? Like, I'm pretty sure whatever way I played, as long as he had the first, like if I had gotten Prankit's place, I could have played through it, right? Because Prankit's place would have let me chain block the first Ash Blossom effect. Yeah, Prankit's place would have let me Ash Blossom. Our opponent has Maxi, okay. So I guess it's just normal summon pass. So normal summon, I'm gonna get Max Seed. and then set Pandemonium and pass. Because do I want to set two Pandemoniums? So here's the thing, yeah, right, hear me out. If they have like a quick play spell, they could. I can't activate Pandemonium on their quick play. So if I set down two Pandemoniums, if one gets destroyed, or one even gets Cosmic Cyclone, I could still go into my play with Weather Washer. But then it's like, they probably can't have it. They just have Harpy's Feathers or a Lightning Storm, and then I'll be losing two cards instead of just one. So do I want to play greedy or do I want to play it safe? Yeah, that Ash as well. I'll play I'll play it safe. I'm not gonna play greedy. I'll play it safe. Because in case he has a quick play spell, our Pandemonium will get negated. Okay, so my cards. Oh, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Cybers. So I'm just gonna activate Pandemonium, get my Weather Washer on the field. Face up attack because I'm gonna use the Weather Washer's effect anyways. I don't have Miyamu in the graveyard. I mean, if he goes into access again, it's the same thing. If he climbs up into access, kills my two cards with access code, and then hits me in the face twice with access code, this is game over again. Because it's gonna be 53 twice. That's 10,600 damage. Like even if I go up to 9,000, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, it wouldn't matter if he goes into access code and starts popping and it hits me in the face twice. I mean, yeah, this is one of the best. I mean, not the best, but it's a pretty good engine. And yeah, crossout can help me, but generally you only run two crossouts. I have never seen people run three crossouts in Prank Kids. And then there's the thing about another thing, right? The brick. Like if you draw two crossouts, two maxi, one Ash Blossom, or any other spell card other than your starter card, you just brick completely. Like literally, I started playing today, right? First 6 games. Out of the first 6 games, I hard bricked 3 games and soft bricked 1 game. And 3 games in a row, I bricked hard brick. And usually, that's not a thing that you say with prank is that you brick that often. My best statistic of bricking is 1 out of 5 games. I hard brick 1 out of every 5 games I play. And like with this, right? In the deck, you run Ash Blossom and Call by the Grave anyways. So those two are, your negates for your opponent's Ash Blossom or Maxi. And then with Nibiru, you could play through Nibiru if you have the right cards in your hand. But I mean, yeah, Crossout, like, at this point, I'm thinking Crossout is way more useful, to actually start into my combo. Oh, KPD, what up, dude? But yeah, at this point, I'm thinking I probably should run Crossout. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I would rather run Forbidden Droplet or, Dark Ruler No More over Crossout. That's the reason why I'm on the border of running Crossout. Because As opposed to just cross out designating their Maxi or Ash Blossom and going into your combo. I would rather have Forbidden Droplet in my deck to actually break open big boards. Big boards meaning Virtual World, Drytron, or even Kaiju Danger or something like that. That's why I'm sitting on the fence of Crossout, because if I start subtracting cards, I would rather have Forbidden Droplet than Crossout. One DD, yeah. So you can do it against the Cancer deck. That's actually a pretty good strategy. Because on the ladder, people are running the 13 card variant of the DD. That's actually a really good strategy to do. But after this game, I'll probably like. It's been since I started playing with this deck. It's been over 2 seasons. I have stuck with this deck. I have made no changes to the deck whatsoever. But now I'm thinking I probably should change some cards. I should at least get one Forbidden Droplet and one or two crossouts, or either two Forbidden and one crossout. I probably should get a crossout in the deck. Two crossouts would give you four Ash Negates. I mean, technically speaking, if you call by the grave and Ash Blossom, you still get four negates. Because if your opponent Ash Blossoms, you call by the grave, then until the end of your next turn, your opponent or yourself, you cannot Ash Blossom because the call by the grave would negate it. Yeah, Red Reboot is a good card as well. But that's the thing, right? Like, okay, so how many games? 8 or 9 games? 8 or 9 games I've played so far. For 4 games were Adam Emancipators, and other games, one Transcode, one Code Talker. What else did I play against? One my opponent just scooped instantly. Okay, so I'm just gonna activate Weather Washer right now. I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm not gonna wait till he gets access code on the field. Because once access code comes online, I won't be able to activate effect in response to access code. But yeah, that's actually a pretty good thought as well. Red reboot. But like then you would sacrifice your other hand traps or your starter cards. Like if you run cross out plus forbidden droplet or red reboot, what cards do you take out? Do you take out one place, one pandemonium? Like I like the I was gonna say I like the consistency of my deck, but that went down the drain where I hard bricked 4 games in a row. But yeah, I'll probably change. I'm running 3 place 3 pandemonium. I'll take out 1 place 1 pandemonium. I'll drop those down to 2 and get either 2 forbiddens or 1 forbidden, 1 dark ruler, or 1 forbidden, 1 crossout. Because sometimes it's kind of hard to break boards with just the cards you have in your hand, and the game doesn't isn't that forgiving. Like the game would give you a shitty ass hand most of the time. And this is gonna be their boss monster arrival! The arrival cybers at Ignister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5,000. Oh, okay, so he wants to get the Wind Pegasus in his graveyard. Okay. I mean, that combo is gonna go on for a long time. So yeah. With Cybers, with Adamanticators, with Synchron decks, their combo takes a long, long time. So you just sit there and wait. Oh, is he worried about the trap? I mean, that was just a pandemonium. It didn't matter even if he didn't destroy it. But from his point of view, it could be anything, right? Yeah, so. Yeah, because it was kept going on over to my side of the field. It kept highlighting my, so he could assume it could be an impermanence. But if it was impermanence, I would have used it imperm way before this whole thing happened. If it was Call by the Grave, I would have used Call by the Grave way before this stuff went down. How many Link monsters? One, two, three. Yes, three Link monsters. And Splash Mage will give him four. He could pop my whole field. Oh god. Is he not going into the arrival? Drop two Roxy's and take out Raigeki. But Raigeki has saved me so many games. Like the top deck of Raigeki had like Raigeki straight up, going turn 3, 4. Top deck would help you break your opponent's board if they don't have any negates on the field. Like Raigeki has helped me quite a lot of times. Like Raigeki and Harpy's Featherduster I don't want to take out because they are really, really good. I even use Raigeki and Harpy's Featherduster as baits to bait out their Omni negates or Spell Trap negates sometimes. I'm thinking about yeah, but I'm thinking about taking out one Roxy's, one Pandemonium, one Place. Holy shit! All the monsters for the arrival at Ignister. 6,000. Okay, used up every single monster on the field. Yeah, that's the right call because that monster would be immune to destruction by battle. But let's see. But okay, so when I say right call, I mean in the sense that yeah, it was like a pretty good call. But against it, every time you play against prank kids, always destroy their dropsies. You always want to destroy their dropsies again because dropsies is what allows them to go into totally awesome. I mean, Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, he sets down a card. Okay, two cards. Oh, I was gonna say Harpy's Feather Duster is useless in my hand, but now it's really, really useful. Now it's not useless anymore. Maxi, okay, I'm gonna put this back on auto so I don't get spammed. Activate Harpy's Cloud Duster. I'm pretty sure they don't run Solemn Judgment, right? I've never seen Ad Ignister run Solemn Judgment. Okay. So Imperm and oh, Forbidden and Imperm! That Harpy's Feather Duster. Holy, let's go. So okay, so for Arrival, right? Unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn, you can target one other monster on the field destroyed, and if you do, spell summon a token. So, in the deck that I run, the Boral Sword Dragon. Boral Sword Dragon is the only out I have to this card, and I have to go into Boral Sword Dragon to kill this card. Special monster, yes. Lamseys. Because Boral Sword Dragon is, what it does is I can't bounce. I cannot target this card, so I can't bounce it. What it does is that any time it attacks a monster, if you guys don't know its effect, anytime it attacks a monster, it takes half the attack points of that monster and adds it to its own, and then it will bump this card, kill this card. So guys, keep in mind, I still haven't normal summoned yet. Maxi is going to be my normal summon, and I'll tell you why, because I'm going to activate Borrelsword Dragon's first effect on Maxi, put it in defense, so I can attack twice. From my deck to my hand, what card do I want? Do I want Pranks? No, I want Place. Special out a monster, yes. I mean, it doesn't matter what I special out. Do I want to go into Bower Bark using these two? Because I still haven't activated the effect of these two in the graveyard. I could still get more material out on the field. I don't want to do it that way. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I will go into Bow Bark. Put it right here. Activate 1. Activate 2. Because in case my Borrelsword Dragon gets denied, right, I still have another thing to attack into him. I'll banish the place. Got instant fusion. I could go into way more stuff now. I could go into a lot more stuff with instant fusion. To the graveyard, I'll send a place. Special out a monster. Dropsies. I could even go into totally. I could do instant fusion, pop rocket ride, get. So I don't know what's the effect that keeps pinging him. Is it Nibiru? Because God, if it's Nibiru. I'll use instant fusion. See if he does something. Like, I know I'm extending the play, but I'm scared about Nibiru now. If he allows us to go into... If he allows us to go into totally... Let's see. Is he gonna Nibiru us? Like, this is like my complete board. If he Nibiru's me, I'm done. Okay? So I'm just gonna get some protection in case he has a Nibiru. I'm gonna check out his deck if he was running a Nibiru. I'm gonna look at it after. So now we have all the stuff I need on the field. So 1, 2, 3. I could go into Borrelsword. Abyss Dweller. Hello, dude. Yeah, I am committed to this deck. So I'll activate this on my Lamseys. So now this card gets 2 attacks. Go into battle. Activate Borrelsword Dragon's effect. So even if he has something, right? Okay. So yeah, that was what I was gonna say. I could negate it. Wait, I mean, it doesn't matter. I already negated it. So not gonna use Maxi. I'm gonna get Dropsies out. No. Wait, can it be destroyed by battle? It can. Okay. Okay. At least I could still do this. As I said, I hadn't used my normal summon just yet, so now I'll do this. Go into Battle Butler. Then I'll end my turn, put this on again. Thanks, dude. Thanks. End phase, no. You bricked. You bricked how many times? In 10 games, I bricked maybe once, then brick not full. Like, so, so my statistic is two bricks in 10 games. I would like your deck list, yeah, sure. I would really love that. But the thing about it is, it's like I got really unlucky this morning where I bricked 4 games in a row. That not even usually, that has never happened to me before. That has never happened to me. No, so let's see what he starts off with. AI meet you, okay. I'm gonna instantly, once he gets the special out, I'm gonna instantly butler it. Alright, no. Go ahead, dude. Summon your stuff. Alright, so this card, it's not a quick, oh, it is? Oh, it is a quick effect. I was gonna say, it's a, it's a mandatory, it's not a quick, it's a mandatory effect. So I'm gonna use one butler pop. I could have waited, but I didn't want him to start going into his stuff. That card will search him for his AI spell, field spell. Oh, what? Set this card? Well, God. Can he activate it the turn? Oh, he can. He can activate it the turn he sets it. Okay. I mean, I make it to Plat 1 every season. Like, making it to Plat 1 isn't that hard. Making it to Plat 1 isn't the problem. The problem is, do I have another? Did they fix the bug where you could use 2 Meow in one turn? I mean, I only have one Meow. I only have one Meow anyways. What card did he choose? Dark Templar and Ignister, okay. To the zone, this card points to even during a damage check against customer as many level 4. I mean, the zones he points to are down, so it doesn't matter. So I'm assuming he wants to go into access code using these, so I'm just gonna activate Butler because he has enough on his field to go into access code. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, what does that do? Ah, he keeps getting that card back. How do you beat Phantom Knights? Like if they go into full Rongo Bongo on turn one, you can't beat it. The only out is the only out to Rongo Bongo in the game is what's that called? The Encore card, the spell card Encore. Is it Xyz Encore or something like that? Where it will, if you use that card, your opponent cannot respond to its activation, and any Xyz material the Rongo Bongo has will be, just sent to the grave or back into the deck, and Rongo Bongo will be left with no materials. But if you go first, then it's game over. Like if you go first and you get your combo, Phantom Knights can't beat you because you just pop their field over and over. Like once they get four monsters on the field, pop it. If they do it again, pop it again. Like, but if they're going first and you have hand traps, say like Ash Blossom, if you have Nibiru them before their what's the bamboozling comes out. If you have Imperm they're bamboozling. If you have Ash Blossom, like Ash Blossom doesn't matter. Like if they have a kind of a good hand, Ash Blossom will just doesn't matter because they could keep going through their cards. But yeah, I have had games where I grinded out against Phantom Knights. The video is there if you want to see it. Like I grinded out against Phantom Knights over the course of 4 or 5 turns, I think. I didn't let him go into full Rongo turn one, but we still grinded it out. But yeah, Phantom Knights, that's the only way you could actually play against Phantom Knights. Oh, I drew into a Prankets. Oh, I drew into a Prankets. I was saying, oh, if I didn't draw into a Pranket, I'm safe from everything. So safe from, oh man, didn't matter because I had Thunder Dragon Fusion in the graveyard anyways. So that's fine as well. But I'm safe from Maxi and Ash Blossom. What is the fighting spirit card you can activate? Drool and Lock? I don't care. I'm not gonna use Doodle-Doo's active effect. I mean, do I want to call by the grave it? Or do I want to save call by the grave for Ash Blossom? He may have an Ash Blossom. Because I kinda... Did I use Rocket? I already used Rocket, right? I already used all my fusions. I mean, I could just get the fusion out off of Doodle-Doo, right? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna draw. Ooh, ooh. Let's start our combo. But yeah, XYZ Encore. I think that's what's the card is called. XYZ Encore. You use it like if you run it in your deck, it's like you know only effective against XZ's monster. Specifically, you only run for Rongo Bongo. But yeah, unless if they get full Rongo six materials, you hit the surrender button. You can't do anything. You can't normal. You can't special, and they have Raigeki on their turn. So yeah, the hand deck to the graveyard. I'll do pranks. I'll probably get pranks. I don't know. No, I won't because I need to get Battle Butler and Pandemonium out. I can't go into pranks. So Doodle Doo's effect won't activate because Doodle Doo makes it so that you draw a card from your deck. So yeah, Doodle Doo won't be activated because of Droll and Lockbird. Special out a monster, Fansies. So I could go into Nightmare, bounce this, attack this, but that would be the end of my play. So let me think, what can I do with Doodle Doo? If I go Doodle Doo, activate Doodle Doo, I could get Pandemonium. I could actually get Pandemonium and Pranks. I could even do Pandemonium and Rocket Ride. If I do Pandemonium and Rocket Ride, I could go into Rocket Ride. Did I already use Bow? I already used Bow Bark. So I could go into Rocket Ride, get 2 cards out. I could get out another Doodle Doo and Rocket Ride. I mean, another Bow Bark off of the Rocket Ride. Hmm. If I do that, I could go up to Bow Wow Bark, and Bow Wow Bark would kill this. He does have the Fighting Spirit, so I could just use it to get this card back. Is Fighting Spirit target one extra monster and go to special summon it? If an extra monster you control with 20 will be destroyed by card effects, you can banish this card. So again, he could go into access code. So I would rather bounce and kill, right? Yeah, I would rather bounce and kill. But then I don't have any recycle potential left. I guess I'll bounce and kill. Oh, this is a tough call now. I don't want to discard Call by the Grave, nor do I want to discard either of these. And I can't discard Roxy's because I need something to go into, start with the combo with my next turn. Oh crap, I used 2 Doodle-Doos already. I probably should have activated Doodle-Doo and got Pranks out. Now I'm left with, yeah, now I'm left with no recycle options. This is tough. I'll discard the Ash Blossom. I'll bounce this. I'm not gonna bounce the field spell because I want to get rid of the monsters he has on his field, so he can't go into anything. I'm gonna set Call by the Grave, put this on. Oh! I activated it. I didn't end my battle phase. So, okay, so do I want to Call by the Grave the... I'm gonna Call by the Grave the Link 3. I'm not gonna activate Maxi. I'm gonna end my turn. No. I'm gonna still keep it on so I can maxi him on his draw phase. Like, I have no recycle left. I can't even get, like, I need Monster Reborn to get Doodle Doo out. To actually get into my cards that I'd recycle with. Ooh, this is like, oh, that was a wrong call. I probably shouldn't have gone into Nightmare. I probably should have activated Doodle Doo to get my recycled material back on the field. With Rocket Ride, I could have killed the Link 2, but Link 3 would have been on the field. I couldn't do anything to the Link 3. Well, no, with Rocket Ride, I could have gone 2 cards out, and then gone up to Rip Roaring Rooster to kill his Link 3. But Link 2 would be active on the field, and Link 2's effect is pretty... Because I was worried about access code. Because if he got only 2 more monsters out, he could go into access code and kill me. Access code would be, if he climbs up to Link 3 and goes into access code, it would kill me. Because access code would be 5300. Yeah, didn't said it. Oh, this is a really tough game. I mean, I don't know what my opponent is waiting on. I mean, it's on my opponent's side. It's not on me. It's my opponent's timer is going down. But yeah, I gotta keep in mind the 23 seconds. You're right. You're right, my guy. Troubadour. You're right. Was timeout? No. Like, it's his time running out. Oh, he ended his turn. Okay. Raigeki. Okay, not too bad. I'll normal out my Roxy. See, I could kill him this turn. I have enough. It's 37 on the field. Like, oh, he scooped. He scooped. He didn't have anything. Oh, that was the long match. Holy shit, that was a long match. He was playing pure ad Ignister. He didn't add any modifications to it. This is the ad Ignister's deck. I mean, I'm I'm pretty sure that call by the grave was not a misplay. Like I'm glad I did it on battle phase because he couldn't activate the fighting spirit in battle phase, so he couldn't get the link 3 out. And that link 3 would have been, if he got on that link 3 out on the field, it was 2400 attack or 23, but it would be more than the unicorn. He could get over the unicorn and then still continue in his play. But damn. No gas left, yeah. Ooh, but that was like a oh, that game took a long time to finish. The hell? Upstart? 1540. Okay. He's playing Nurse Burn. Ah, God, he's playing the cancer deck. He's playing the cancer deck. Alright, guys, here it is. Here it goes. It's happening. It's happening. I wish I had Cross Out and DD in my deck. He's gonna pop me. He's gonna pop me completely. Banquet of Millions. Okay. It's happening, guys. It's about to go down. TD Dynamite. Trap Trick. I mean, that's his game. His Trap Trick is gonna send another DD. Man, I really hope Konami makes DD only, like, you can only have two DDs in your deck. It's semi-limited. This deck will become useless if they do. Like, it wouldn't become useless, but they can't use Trap Trick if they do it. Uh, I finally ran into the Cancer deck. The Cancer Nurse Burn. I know it's an unskilled, stupid deck, but same, dude. It makes me want to break stuff, but what can you do? People play it. People actually use this to climb up in rank. Can you believe that? No skill deck, they use it to climb up in rank. Oh, he chose to let me go first. Okay, I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't have any hand trap negates. So, no Maxi. Don't know about Ash Blossom. We'll see once I activate the graveyard, see if he has Ash Blossom. If he Ash Blossoms, he doesn't have Ash Blossom, nice. So I could go into my combo. Now all I have to care about is Nibiru. See if he Nibirus me. The Nibiru token I'll get will be really small if he Nibirus me on my 5th summon. But I mean, I do have Skill Drain and Imperm in my hand. So if he, how many? 35, four extra deck cards? What? Is this another variant of Nurseburn or something that I don't know about? 4 extra deck cards? It can't be True Draco, right? True Draco doesn't play extra deck. The hell is 4 extra deck cards? What deck plays 4 extra deck cards? Like, if you play 4 extra deck cards, I'm pretty sure, like, you're not gonna use your extra deck, ever. Permaban all users who did. Oh, to beat the cancer. Oh, I see, okay. So in this way, he will only get hit with 1200 instead of 45, okay. So his board didn't light up, so either he doesn't have Nibiru or his activation is on off. I mean, either way, I still have to continue with my play. I can't just stop my combo right here. I'll discard the Pansies. I don't want to have 2 copies of Dropsies in my graveyard, because if you can help it, anytime with Pranks, if you run Totally Awesome, always keep two copies of Dropsies either in your hand or in your deck, so that anytime you do want to go into it, you can. That's basically what I do. Like, I try to keep at least 2 copies of Dropsies out of my graveyard at all times. So now just Bow. This is the nearing the end of the combo. This is a 1-card combo again. Activate Roxy's. No. I'll banish the Imperm. I want to keep the Dropsies in my hand, so in game. Why? So I was saying, I wanted to keep the Dropsies in my hand in case my opponent denies me my Bow Bark. I could still activate Pandemonium and use these 2 cards to go into Weather Washer. But why? Why? Like, if I had known, I would have banished the Skill Drain. Anyways, so I'll end my turn on this. Pranks is gonna activate. I'll use that. Get 1 Doodle-Doo, 1 Fansies, and 1 Dropsies. Because I don't want to get duplicate copies of those in my graveyard. So what's the difference between opening Doodle into Doodle-Doo or going Doodle into Rocket? There's not much of a difference. It's your preference. Why I do 2 Doodle-Doo with 1 card combo? It's for playing around Nibiru. So say you have an Instant Fusion in your hand, or let's say you have another Prankeds monster and Pandemonium with a place, or another Pranked monster, and your opponent Nibirus your field, you still have Pandemonium to go into Rocket Ride after the Nibiru hits, over you just using Pandemonium going into Rocket Ride, and then you have no other play after Nibiru hits. Even if you have Instant Fusion, you can't do anything because Weather Washer can't get 2 cards out on your turn. So that's why with the 1 card combo, I do 2 Doodle-Doos over Rocket Ride. It's for, being safe from Nibiru. Second effect is Roxy's. Prank is Miyabi. No. Get my 2 cards. Okay, so here I have a choice. Cause if he Denko Sekas me, my back row will be locked. If he doesn't set a card, my back row will be locked. I could play greedy for 2 Butler Pops and not activate Skill Drain, Or play it safe, activate skill drain in case he Denko Sekas me. I'll play it safe, I'll play it safe. I'm not gonna play greedy. I got burnt way too many times playing it greedy. Link Spider for Nibiru? Yeah, you could use Link Spider, but with Link Spider, you need to have another monster in your hand. Link Spider's effect only activates if you have another level 4 or lower monster in hand to special summon out. It's not from your deck. We ran into a cubic deck? No way. No way we ran into a cubic deck. No way. Like I was waiting to actually run into cubic deck once. I've never run into a cubic deck. No way we ran into a cubic deck. Do I wanna? I'm not gonna bother right now. So yeah, again with Link Spider, you need to have a level 4 monster in your hand. And like if you go into Rocket Ride and you have Instant Fusion in your hand, again, the playthrough with Instant Fusion for Nibiru is if your opponent Nibiru's your whole field, after you finish your combo or even after, your 5th special summon, you could use Instant Fusion and go into Rocket Ride to get 2 cards out and continue your combo. 2 cards being, one card being Doodle 2 and the other card being the one that got Nibiru that wasn't activated from the graveyard. So you could still continue your combo with Instant Fusion like that. The three creepers in your hand unaffected by monsters activated effects whose original attack is 3000 or less. When attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack. Takes 3000 damage. Alright, I'm going into Battle Butler right now. I'm not gonna wait. And Battle Butler is a 3000 or more attack card, so that card would be destroyed by Battle Butler's effect. So again, Chainlink 1, 2, Lamseys, Dropseys, Chainlink 3, Fansies, because generally after the first turn you don't care about the discard effect unless your Pandemonium or something that was in rotation got banished, and you need to get another copy into the graveyard. I'll throw a place. Special out. One will be Roxy's. One will be Fansies. The last turn I think I'll do another Roxy's. I don't want to do another Dropsies. I kind of want to keep two Dropsies in my deck and not, running 2 crossouts, 1 imperm, 3 droplets was best so far. But like, what cards did you cut? What cards did you cut to get those in the deck? Okay. I'm not gonna pop it. I only have 1 pop. Special summon by the effect of a cubic monster, send this card to the graveyard. If you do, half your opponent's life points. God damn. Okay, but are you going to go into battle phase? That's the question. Are you going to go into battle phase? Oh, he is. Alright. Bye-bye. Don't want that shenanigans happening. Bye-bye. I cut pots, 2 Roxy's, 2 place, 1 pranks. No skill drain. Pots as in pot of desire, pot of extravagance. I don't want pots. So you only run 1 Roxy's, 1 place, and 1 pranks? And no skill drain? Dude, skill drain is a really it's a really important floodgate in your deck to actually, like, I've drawn into hard bricks and skill drain has won me the game. Like, just having skill drain active on the field, people scoop. People, like, you could come back from brick hands. so I can't take out Skill Drain. I'm willing to take out one Roxy's, one Place, one Pandemonium. I could even take out Monster Reborn if need be. I could take out 4 cards. Anyways, I'm gonna activate Place. No. Get a card. Dropsies or Lamesies? I want to get Dropsies. So the reason why I'm getting Dropsies is because I want to go in Totally Awesome as soon as I can. So I'll Link Climb into my combo using the Fansies, and off of the Fansies effect, I'm going to special out Dropsies. And then normal Dropsies. Oh. See, this is what I mean. Like, Skill Drain literally killed him. Having Skill Drain active on the field killed him. He couldn't do anything about my, combo. Or stop me from using his card effects. Let me see this Cubic deck profile. Like, I have never run into Cubic. He's running one Predaplant and Crimson, Nova, Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord. Like, this is this is the only fusion monster Cubic decks need, to be honest. So 4 card is, yeah, sure. I mean, I have not seen a Cubic deck like this. I have seen Cubic decks, but not like this. Anyways. So, let me see, hold on. I run 3 droplets instead of Skill Drain and it's a quick spell. Yeah, it is a quick spell, but it's only on your turn. It doesn't affect your opponent. Like, you could set it down. Yeah, sure. You could activate it on your opponent's turn. But if your opponent has like 5 cards on the field, you have to discard at least, like, if they have 5 cards, right? With Drytron, with Virtual World and stuff like that. Like, if you don't have a monster to discard, if you only have a spell and trap, they can activate their monster effect in response to Forbidden Droplet. So, it's kind of wonky. But no, yeah, I'm gonna switch up my deck. I am going to put in, you know, like, for sure I'm gonna put in Forbidden Droplet. I don't know about Dark Ruler no more. Red Eyes, okay. Is it pure Red Eyes? Anyways, it could be a pure Red Eyes. It could be a hybrid. 45, 46 cards. 45. 45, 15. But yeah, I'm gonna cut out 4 cards. I'm gonna cut out one copy of Roxy's, one of Place, one of Pandemonium. Maybe I'll even get rid of one Imperm. Or both Imperms. But Imperm has saved me the game sometimes. So maybe Monster Reborn. I'll take out Monster Reborn. And I'll start adding, Forbidden Droplet, Dark Ruler no more. Hell, I'll probably even add XZ's Encore just to mess around with Rongo Bongo players. Like, if I ever run into a full material Rongo Bongo and I have XZ's Encore in my hand, like, that would make for such a funny video. That would make for such a funny video in a game. Don't play Poly either in some decks. Like, if you take out Poly, you have to take out Totally Awesome because you only run Poly for Totally Awesome's effect. Okay, so so this is really funny. I have Polymerization in my hand, right? I could literally go into Battle Butler, use all these 3 cards effect, get 3 more cards on the field, and then literally go into access code using those cards, Nightmare access code, because I won't be locked into Prank Kids only. That's really funny to me. Do I want to do it that way? Should I do it that way? Should I straight go into Butler using these 3 cards? And then, like, I'm not scared about Maxi because I have Call by the Grave. But, like, if he has a crossout and he crossouts or Call by the Grave, he's gonna draw a ton of cards. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I go into Battle Butler? You can go Toad turn 3. Yeah, you can. But that's assuming your opponent doesn't kill your Dropsies on the field. And that's the, like, if people know their stuff, if people know what Prank Kids does, They will for sure kill your dropsies. They will not let your dropsies sit on the field. Never. Like when I do prank kids versus prank kids, after the first turn, even during first turn, like I would never allow them to have dropsies on the field. Is he gonna steal my butler? Is that card the card that steals? If he steals, I'm just gonna pop the butler. Okay, so over here, I should have chain linked two Fansies because I care more about the discard effect of Fansies over burning him for 500. Two attacks, you can equip this card, something like that, okay. Trigger one effect monster on the field. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard. The target one effect monster on the field. Equip that target to that monster card. Equip that target to the monster this card was equipped to, and if you do, well, a monster is equipped to it by effect, its attack. Okay. I'm gonna send Pandemonium. Special summon out. So one, I'll special summon out Roxy's because I'm gonna banish the Roxy's in my hand to activate this Roxy's effect if I start link climbing. Special out. Oh wait. Ah no. I should have specialed out Dropsies. Two Dropsies. Oh no no no. No 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 no. I should have specialed out two Dropsies to go into totally. Right? Because I would have been able to negate that card's effect. Alright, fine, my guy. Take the butler. Take the butler. But I wouldn't be able to negate it because, oh, my opponent's scoop. Because he instantly activated it on butler. I wouldn't be able to negate it. My opponent scooped off of that. So that was... that was like, you know, like a really, really great example of using polymerization. That was the best way I could use polymerization. Like I know I needed to have specific cards in my hand to use it, but still that was like the best way to use it ever. So it was running pure. Was he running Archfiend? No, he's running Negates on it. Okay. Anyways, let's go. But yeah, that polymerization. Oh my god, that polymerization was awesome. I mean, yeah, I could have gone Tort again, but the only back row card I was worried about was that card. And once, you know, actually no, I should have gone into totally because that was four summons, right? Butler was one, and then the three other prank kids were adding to that. That's four. Our opponent has a maxi, and don't have hand. Oh, I do have an Ash Blossom. Never mind. So then with two dropsies, I could go totally. Totally would be the fifth, so I'll be safe from Nibiru. Yeah, I should have gone totally. Yeah, I should have gone totally. You're right. That should have been a totally. That was my bad. Because if he had a Nibiru in his hand, and he Nibiru'd our field, as soon as... Oh, there's a maxi. As soon as our stuff hit the field after the fifth, because if I did it that way, I could still go into totally because I hadn't used my normal summon, and I had dropsies in my hand, but that would be past the fifth special summon. So you could have Nibiru'd us. Yeah, you're right. I should have Nibiru'd it. I mean, I should have totally awesomed it. You're right, Pointy. Pointy, you're right. So the card I'll send... Oh, do I want to go into a one card, two card? How many? 15, 39, 42, 43? 43 cards. 40, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44 cards. I have too many thoughts in my mind to actually count cards. I can't do basic math. I can't do 39 plus 5. I can't do that because I have too many thoughts in my head. Do I want to send Pandemonium? Like, do I want to go into a full combo? If I go into a full combo, I'll probably banish the Harpy's Feathers or maybe even Imperm. Nah, I'm not gonna go into full. I'll go into one card combo. I'm not gonna go into full combo. Because I don't know what kind of deck my opponent could be playing. Like, the game could punish me by opponent, playing Eldritch or, set 3 pass kind of deck. Hell, they could even be playing that cancer deck. The other cancer deck where they normal out that baby dinosaur and then attach that moon thing to it and then, set down Dimensional Fissure and Macro. And then I'll just be dead after that. But I'll play greedy. I'm not gonna play it safe, I'll play greedy. I'm gonna assume my opponent is not playing that deck. I'm gonna assume my opponent is not playing set 5 pass deck. Okay, so for your question, Troublador, like, okay, over here, I could still just, not go into, not care about going into another Doodle Doo. I could just use these two to link climb into Bawa Bark. But if I do that and I activate Pranks, I would only have how many? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six cards, 6 Prankets cards in the graveyard. So if I want to activate Pranks, I would get 3 cards out. 3 cards, and if of those 3 cards, I cannot touch the cards for the Butler combo, right? But I could touch one card because off of the last special summon, you get Fansies off of the Roxys. So I could touch the Fansies, but I can't touch this or this. I can touch Doodle Doo, but then I'll be forced to take out either Pandemonium or Meowmoo. And if I use Bawa Bark's effect, I can't use it because you need to have 2 monsters that you can't get in your hand and not back into your extra deck. So you can't take Meowmoo out using Bawa Bark's effect. So that's why. Oh, our opponent's scooped. Okay. So that's why I go into two again. Another reason to go into two Doodle Doos over one. I mean, was my opponent tired of waiting? He was playing Heroes. He was playing Heroes. Was it Dark Heroes? No, it wasn't. It was regular Heroes. It was regular. Oh no, it wasn't. I mean, anyways, doesn't matter. Our opponent scooped. I know, right? Like totally is such an awesome card to summon. Like the negate, the best time I think like totally awesome. The best moment, like what's your best moment for totally awesome? My best moment was I was in a grindy match against Eldritch and totally denied him his Sanguine Elixir, and my opponent scooped off of that. Like he only had 2 cards on his field. One was Conquistador. Other like they were both set down. One was Conquistador. The other one was his Sanguine. So he activated Conquistador, then chain link to Sanguine. I totally his I totally his Sanguine, and special like before that, like the backstory for that was I had I had Butler on the field, right? So he destroyed my Butler. Butler went to the graveyard. I had totally awesome in the graveyard. So off of the Butler, I got back totally out. And then he did that. He did Conquistador and Sanguine to pop my totally, and I activated totally on his Sanguine, stole his Sanguine, and my opponent insta surrendered off of that. So that was my best one. Yeah, that stun deck with the dinosaur. It's. I mean, I play it out. Sometimes I play it out if I know. Like, okay, so against that deck, that deck, that deck, if you have skill drain, that deck becomes useless. The skill drain has saved me so many times against that deck. I mean, yeah, you can't get over that card, the back row card. It will still activate when you go into attack phase, but you could pop it using Unicorn, because you could go into Unicorn before you activate skill drain and then pop it, or even Harpy's Feather Duster if you have it. Well, I mean, that's assuming skill drain gets activated after you do unicorn. But yeah, it's still cancer. It's still cancer. Deck to my hand. It is a one card combo, so pranks. I can't go into any other cards. Discard a Pandemonium. Special out my Lamses. Okay, so I'm just gonna activate this to get my Pandemonium and one Prankaz monster. I mean, I started with a pretty good hand, right? I mean, I could go into totally this turn since I have Polymerization, so I'll just do that. I was gonna say I'm gonna go into a one card combo, but then I realized I have Polymerization in my hand, so I'll just go into totally now. So yeah, again, anytime you can go into totally, always go into totally. Totally, the negates it offers and the plays you can make off of totally. Like, excuse me. I have won, like, even against Sky Striker, I won with using totally. Using totally, I stole their Widow Anchor that they were using to get my Butler. Set it on my side of the field, activated Butler, popped this field, and then once Ray hit the field, I used Widow Anchor and stole the Ray. And my opponent scooped off of that. Because once I had nothing else on the field, so Widow Anchor could be activated. And that was like, like it's insane the amount of plays you can make with Totally Awesome. It's a really, really good card to have in your Prankets deck. Or any deck that could run Totally, I would say. Don't use the Dropsies. Never use the Dropsies if you're going into Totally. Don't make that mistake. You need 2 level 2 Aqua monsters to go into Totally. Never make that mistake. Okay, so what card do I want to banish? Oh, our opponent is playing True Draco. No extra deck. Okay, so bye-bye Nibiru. Don't need Nibiru. Special out another Dropsies. Go up into Totally. I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? I could even go into my Harpy's Feathers or my Rip Roaring Roster, because then any back row, but then he would just, if he sets down Apocalypse or the Trap, then he would just pop my card. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. We're going to totally face up. No, so back row removal again. If he sets down his Apocalypse or his Trap card, if those get popped, he could activate it from the graveyard and pop one face-up card on the field. So my Rip Roaring Roaster would be popped, and I would have nothing on the field after that. So I don't want to do that. I'll activate Place. And the reason why I'm activating Place is because I want to boost up my Butler to 3,000 once it hits the field, 3,500. And I'll get I'll get Dropsies. So this is a little sneaky way you could do. You could activate Totally if they don't have skill drain on the field or any negates on the Totally itself. You could activate Totally, discard the Dropsies from your hand, so Totally would stay on the field. But I mean, if you do that, you won't be able to go into your Battle Butler combo. So I mean, it's for like when your Battle Butler is in the graveyard, and you could use it that way. Any Aqua monsters in your hand or the field, and Weather Washer is an Aqua monster. So what you can do, activate Totally, target Weather Washer. Once your opponent activates a card or effect, then you pop your Weather Washer. That's on your opponent's turn. Pop your Weather Washer, get 2 cards that are immune to battle destruction, and Totally's effect would still go off because, it was chain linked as Chain Link 1. So yeah, that's another cool way you could do it. I'll put this on. I'll end my turn. Do I play any Raigeki? Raigeki is really good because in grindy games, if you draw into a Raigeki and your opponent doesn't have a spell trap negate or card destruction immunization, you could Raigeki their whole field and you could actually make a comeback. I've made comebacks from multiple games like those with Raigeki. Because it's not always that your opponent will let you go into your Battle Butler, right? Sometimes they would call by the graveyard or Power Bark. Other times they would just, negate your Battle Butler. Sometimes they would steal your Battle Butler. So in scenarios like those, Raigeki is really useful. And for what other decks I play, so going in order, the decks I play are Prank Kids, then I play Adamanticators, then Virtual World, then I play Dragon Maids. After that, I play True Draco. I built Eldritch, but I don't play it, but I still have Eldritch. I did play it in like custom rooms. I think that's about it. And no, I don't save my gems. Like I know I have 10,000 gems right now. I'm gonna build up a. I think I'm gonna build up a Despia deck. Despia invoked. I think. I'm not too sure what deck I want to build right now because I'm enjoying Prank Kids Adamantic. Holy crap! Imagine card of demise. Okay. Negate. Don't want him drawing more cards. Get negated, mate. Don't want you drawing 2 more cards. Okay. So I'll activate Pandemonium right now. Okay, so here's the thing, right? here's the thing I could do. I could go into Weather Washer, but he's gonna start activating cards on his turn, right? I was gonna say because anytime your Prank Kids monsters attack and you have Weather Washer on the field, your opponent cannot activate their back row cards in response to your Prank Kids attacking them until the end of the battle phase. I'll put this right here. So I will use the card that I put over here to go into Link. So I'll leave this spot open. So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Lampsey's Dropsies, Chain Link 3, my Field Spell, because I want my monster's attack to get boosted by 500 since I have 2 of them. And then Chain Link 3 Fansies since I don't care about the discard effect or the special summon from the Fansies. So if he has any negates this way, you could chain block it this way. Special, so Roxy's. It's gonna boost my cards. It's gonna burn him. Fansies. And last card, I mean, I'm kind of forced to go into Lampsey's because I don't have Dropsies anymore. Let's see if he starts activating. He's gonna end his turn, okay. Why don't you chain Pandemonium, 1 Bower Bark, 2, and you wait instead? Okay, so the reason why I wait is because the hell is that? He's gonna steal my Battle Butler. And no. You ain't stealing stuff from me today, my guy. You're not stealing my stuff today. That's fine. I don't care about skill drain. he just hit himself in the face for 1,000. Like Prank Kids don't care about skill drain. That Crackdown is mine. That card is mine. Set it right here because I am worried this could be imperm. So I'm not gonna set those on the cards that is face down. I'm gonna set down Crackdown in the skill drains column. Why I don't chain link Pandemonium to Power Bark's effect is because I want to see what kind of deck my opponent could be playing. Because if I do that, get my Butler out on the field, he could literally Kaiju my Butler and Butler's gone. He could Lava Golem, take 2 cards out of my field, 2 cards are gone. So if he has something like that, I would rather him using it on just the 1 card that I have set up face on the field to go into Kaiju or stuff like that, thinking he can deny me my Battle Butler, but then I could use Pandemonium going to Weather Washer. Or for another situation is Sometimes I want to wait to see if my opponent has Maxi, because sometimes they do activate Maxi. If they know what prank kids do, they'll activate Maxi. So I kind of wait for that as well. So what do I want to do? Do I want to? I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have enough damage on the field by itself. Do I even want to? He could have a Mirror Force. I'm assuming he doesn't, but he could have a Mirror Force. Prank Kid's an evil twin Eldritch. I call it Golden Twin. Dude, no. No. I don't like you. Evil twin, like Evil Twins Eldritch I have played against. I hate that deck. I do not like that deck. Because, okay, so he could have a Torrential Tribute as well, right? So I don't want a normal summon as well, because it will just wipe out my whole field with Torrential Tribute. I was gonna say I could use Pandemonium going to Weather Watcher so that he can activate his back row on battle phase. But if he has a Torrential, he could wipe out my field. So I'm not gonna run that risk of Torrential. I'm just gonna start attacking him in the face. So he still has something he can activate. One are Prank Kids, Unchained with Kaiju's 3 Shaddoll Dogmatica. So the creature Kaiju with SS engine. Special summon engine, okay. Oh, he got Conquistador? I mean, no. Yes. I'm not gonna activate it. I mean, that's fine. So, this is Eldritch. This is not true Draco. So I was right in not normal summoning. He could have had a Torrential Tribute on the field. Yeah, he could have had a Torrential Tribute on the field. So my whole field would have been wiped. It's not true Draco, it's Eldritch. I'm going to go into main phase 2, set down Pandemonium. Like, I really want to go, but I'm not. Like, I'm scared about Torrential Tribute happening. So I'm not going to do it. Unchained is really good. Like, you keep tributing cards on your opponent's side of the field is really good. Unchained I have suffered against, but you could still play around Unchained. 1, 2. Nah, I don't care about fancies. I care more about Lamsies than fancies. What else? I hate kaijus because kaijus are uncounterable. You cannot counter their tribute summon, which is, to me, that's insane. Personally, that's insane. It literally shuts down Drytron. Like, if they have a full field, one kaiju just kills them. That's it. Like, they can't do any more plays after that. And my opponent scooped. Okay, so he was playing Eldritch with no extra deck. This is a really weird. Like, do people actually play Eldritch like this? With Card of Demise and no extra deck? Because there can be only one. He's not running Torrential, apparently. Okay. So I was thinking about it needlessly. He was not running Torrential. So I could have gone into combo and killed him that turn itself. But okay, so here's the thing, right? Even if he did have Sanguine and he activated it, got something on the field, got an Eldritch, I would have just stolen his Eldritch with the crackdown that I had on my side of the field that I got off of him. So he would be pretty dead. It wouldn't matter. Unchained Evil Twin is fun. Yeah, Unchained Evil Twin is pretty fun. I played against Unchained Evil Twin. Like, they just Unchained Evil Twin. They just pop your card with those two Evil Twin combos. Was that the Leela and Kilsikill? And then use those two level 2 to go into their Unchained boss monster level 4. Holy. Fury of Kairyushin and gets one torrential off of it. Okay.
And now you're a Blackpink superfan. With YouTube Premium, you get those tutorials
Wait, what am I supposed to do against this? Guys. What am I supposed to do against this?
Enjoy your videos and
Like,
music
if I normal,
wherever and
it's just gonna kill it
just sign
with
up for
torrential.
YouTube Premium. Try it for a month on us.
But I still have to normal, right? Like I can't leave my field open. Or he could be playing mind games with me. That could not be torrential, but why wouldn't it be? No extra deck bad pods to OTK. I mean, yeah, yeah, he had pod, right? Yeah, he was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did not think about that, but you're right. I mean, do I want to put it face down? No, I want to get his torrential out of the way. I want to get his torrential out of the way. I don't want him to sit on the torrential. Yeah, go. I mean, yeah, sure. Take my Lamseys. I don't care. And if people run torrential, I could assume safely is running Eldritch. I guess Eldritch skill drain is useless. Only Call by the Grave is pretty important because Call by the Grave in your. Oh, am I seeing this right? Is he running the Crooked Cook? Crooked Cook. Blah, blah. Crooked Cook Exodia? Is this Crooked Cook Exodia? Alright, I'm gonna activate Skill Drain then. I'm not gonna activate Imperm. Alright. Is he gonna set down cards again? Another set down. Like anytime I see this card, I'm assuming they're playing Crooked Cook. I'm gonna be forced to set down Ash Blossom. Ah, I'm gonna be forced to set down Ash Blossom. Come on, man. I can't draw into a Prankist card. Ugh. It really cringes me and bugs me out when I'm forced to set down Maxi or Ash Blossom and end my turn. Like that's just sad. Because do I want to set another skill drain in case he kills the skill drain? But he could have Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster to kill out the whole back row. In case I want to keep the skill drain in my hand. No, no. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna set down the other skill drain as well. One second, guys. Uh, now tutorial mo ba? Ouch, pandemic na. My bad. That was my grandfather calling me. Not gonna activate the other skill drain. Do I want skill drain banished? I mean, not skill drain, sorry, Pandemonium banished. This could be another torrential tribute. Like, I'm gonna be pretty mad if it's. I hate this guy so much. Why would you do this to me? Like, what am I supposed to do against this? Come on, like, tell me. Tell me. By Xyz deck, do you mean the Crooked Cook? Then I'm assuming yes, because if you run like the shark thing, the shark, what's the graveyard effect? You can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Hell no. Go get banished right now. Get banished right now. I don't want you hitting me in the face for 1500 every turn. If I don't have any monsters, you can't have any monsters either. 2 out of 3 torrentials gone. I mean, yeah, 2 out of 3 torrentials are gone, but like so is my field. I have nothing on my field. He didn't say. I was hoping. I'm hoping for like Instant Fusion, Monster Reborn, Prankis cards, or if Prankis plays Terraforming. One of the starter cards. He's gonna start hitting me in the face for 1500 again. Yeah, need good draw. But as you can see, so over here, you told me that torrential was an imperm column, right? But as you can see, so imperm is right here, still same column. But if an opponent's monster's effects are negated already, like this is a activated effect monster which you imperm. But if their effects are negated, I cannot activate imperm. Like you see, it's not giving me an option to activate imperm. I can't activate imperm on it. It's gonna hit us for 3000. You see, no activation for imperm. It's not giving me the prompt for imperm activation. It's like a hidden game mechanic again. If you start playing, you're gonna run into scenarios like this, and you're gonna start understanding the hidden game mechanics. So this is one of the hidden game mechanics. So really, really glad you brought up that question. It's like a built-in kaiju. Yeah, yeah, it is. Oh, he's not gonna go for 3000. He's gonna go for 21. Okay. But as you saw, I can't activate imperm because their effects are already negated. Again, I have activation on, no imperm activation prompt. If my skill drain leaves the field, then I can activate imperm. Is that another torrential tribute? Dude, I'm gonna go mad if that's another torrential tribute. Like, can I draw into something, please, game? Top deck? That doesn't make any difference. Harpy's Feather Desert doesn't make any difference. Like, Raigeki would have been better. God damn it. I have lost a lot of games to Xyz's Revive Splash with this Xyz Integrator Special Summon. Its attribute is water. Get branches card from Graveyard, target one water Xyz monster you control. Special Summon from extra egg, one Xyz monster does one card than the monster you control by using it as material. Is this activatable on... Can that be activated during battle phase? If that can be activated during battle phase, I'm done. Because he could hit me, then use that, get another hit me again. God, I'm not drawing into anything. Like, I'm gonna... I have such a good field setup as well. Like, skill drain on the field with imperm. Like, even if skill drain gets somehow destroyed, I still had imperm to imperm their card effect, but... Oh crap. Can that be activated during battle phase? Why do you have 2 skill drains? I know, I run 2 skill drains. I don't run 3. Oh, it can be activated during battle phase. No! I lost. Any monsters he gets out over that is gonna be more attack. Ah, I lost. I lost because I could like 2 torrential tributes and no draws after. Shitty draws after the torrential tribute. Yeah, it was winnable if I had a good draw. And him not having a torrential, but. So running two skill drains in deck is because in case, one of your skill drain gets um, taken out of the field, you you can have another in your deck that you can use to actually floodgate your opponent. Oh, this is my deck. Why am I looking at my own deck? But yeah, if you guys, this is the current deck that I'm running. So this is the normal hand traps and the Prankist package right here. Prankist package. And then the only extra things I have are Nibiru, the Raigeki Harpies, 2 Polymerization, Monster Reborn, Terraforming, Instant Fusion, Thunder Dragon Fusion. These are the not Prank Kids cards. Then 2 Call by the Grave, 2 Imperm, 2 Skill Drain. And for the extra deck, all these right here are, except for Totally, all these right here are normal Prankist cards. You could, switch out the ratio of what you put them. You could take out one Meowmoo, do two Bawa Barks, or take out one Meowmoo to do 3 Doodle Doos or stuff like that. And then I do Predaplant, Nightmare, Boros Sword. Yeah, this is your Prankist and access code. I was trying to look at my opponent's deck, not my own deck. Let me look at my opponent's deck. He was running a Nibiru. He was running 3 Torrentials. It was the Crooked Cook, but it wasn't the Exodia Crooked Cook. But I mean, he was running. He would have gone into Crooked Cook with this card. Anyways, on to the next game. Yeah, it was a. Oh, did I? I forgot to see if I won the coin toss. Anyways, I'm going turn 2 anyway. Okay, that's fine. I do have Imperm. Call by the Grave can't be activated on my turn, unless he sends one card from his hand to the graveyard. Let's see, 15, 41, 15, okay. I mean, yeah, so Crossout does save a lot of games. Not, it's like, yeah, I'm really on the border. Like, I really do want to run Crossout, and um, I just I just brain farted. What's that card? Forbidden Droplet. I just brain farted. Forbidden Droplet and Crossout. I do want to add those two. As I said, one Roxy's, and not even Roxy's, just one place, one Pandemonium, and probably one Imperm. And so the reason why you run 2 copies of Skill Drain is because, generally in this meta, people run a lot of back row clears. People run back row clears in like because they run into Eldritch, they run into those, Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fissures, or general floodgates in the back row that stops them from doing their combo. So in case your first skill drain gets, destroyed or sent off the field somehow, or returned to your hand, even if like return to your hand doesn't matter, but if you get sent off the field, destroyed, you still have another skill drain potentially you could draw into to floodgate them again. Excuse me. So yeah, that's why I do it. That's why I run 2 skill drain. My opponent just self-imploded, okay. Like, I didn't even do anything that game. I'm pretty sure he was playing the Magician's Pendulum. Like, yeah, it was the Magician's Pendulum. With the FTK. He's running 2 Starving Venom Dragons, that's the FTK version of this Pendulum. And he apparently self-imploded. I guess he didn't draw into the cards he wanted, or whatever. He's running Vanity's Emptiness. Anyways, on to the next game. Oh no! I wanted to switch cards out. No, I wanted to switch cards out. Okay, going second. Okay, so I'll make this my last game for now. I gotta go eat dinner after this. I'll be back. So what time is it? It's currently 7 p.m. for me. So I'll be back in around an hour and a half. So say 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back to stream again, and I'll stream late in the night today because I literally don't have anything going on for 3 days now. Anyway, so yeah, I'll make this last. I'll go eat dinner, come back in an hour, hour and a half. And the reason why I'm taking that long because I have to go out to eat dinner with my family. It's an occasion for my family today. Okay, network connection problems. So I am gonna activate Raigeki because this could be a Shadal. It could be. Oh, it wasn't. It was all lying. Okay. So I was worried about it being a Shadal and then flipping it face up to kill or something on my field. I'm not going to Call by the Grave it. I'm going to save the Call by the Grave in my hand for either Ash Blossom or Maxi. I'm not going to Call by the Grave the token summon. Anyway, so let's start our combo. Too lazy to read all the text. So against Magician's Pendulum, all you have to worry about is that red colored card, Magician. If he pops that card, the card effect says if that card is popped, you can target any one face-up card on your opponent's side of the field and pop it. And usually, like you don't have to care about any other Magician's Pendulum effects because the Skull Crobat just searches for a card. Like sometimes you want to Ash Blossom it, sometimes if you Ash Blossom it, their play just stops there. Other times, what other card do you want to Ash Blossom? Like, there's no other card you generally want to Ash Blossom. Like Odd Eyes Pendulum, like some Odd Eyes card that could be on the field, you maybe want to Ash Blossom them. And I know my opponent is playing Adamancipator, and Adamancipators don't set back row, right? Because generally O-Lion is an Adamancipator, so I'm gonna banish the Harpy's Feather off of the Roxy's effect. Got an Ash Blossom, which is pretty nice. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. No, don't wanna. But yeah, so for any other card like Apollo, if you play Prank Kids and if you do I wanna no, I don't want to do that. So if you play Prank Kids against Pendulum, if you go first, get your full combo set up with Butler on your opponent's turn. You generally want to pop their field as soon as they get 4 cards on the field, or say they use Pendulum Summon, they get like 2 or 3 cards on the field, pop their field. Because once Pendulum Summon hits the field, start popping. If they have 4 cards on the field, pop it. You don't want them going into Apollo USA. Because Apollo USA can negate your Butler's first activation, so you'll be forced to use Butler again, tributing itself to actually get the pop. So yeah, against Pendulum decks, if I go first, I just pop their field once 4 cards hit the field. If I go second, like Magician's Pendulum, they could be running Endymion. Endymion is a really bad matchup, I would say. Because with Endymion, they could have the other card that negates the monster effects. And like Skill Drain saves you, Imperm saves you. But yeah, like you only need to care about 4 or 5 monster card effects against either Odd Eyes, either Magicians, or either Endemonium. Only 4 or 5 cards you need to read, and that's it. Other cards doesn't matter. Do I want to... do I want to go? Yeah, I will. So the cards you want to read are Endymion. Endymion says it can negate a spell trap or monster activation, I think. The other card is the Beast card that negates your monster's effects once per turn, and it's a hard once per turn. If you know what Apollo USA does, like yeah, once every chain, you can negate one effect depending on the number of charges it has. And then what else? The red magician's card. I'll show you what card I'm talking about. I think it's a poison magician. Do I wanna? Yeah, I wanna get Prank's place. That's the only card you care about in magicians because that card pops your card once that card is popped. And then what else? You wanna care about the little bird they get out that burns you with Starving Venom Dragon. Starving Venom Dragon can copy the bird's effect and then burn you for 4,000. That's the FTK combo. I mean, those are and the Skull Crobat. Skull Crobat, I'll show you the card as well. Skull Crobat, sometimes you Ash Blossom the Skull Crobat, and you know your opponent just surrenders because they don't have any. Oh, I should have gotten. I mean, it doesn't matter. Sometimes your opponent doesn't have any other plays after you Ash Blossom their Skull Crobat. I'll discard the Dropsies, get myself a token, and then one card combo, so your Bow Wow Bark is your end monster. Like over here, if I had a Monster Reborn Instant Fusion or Thunder Dragon Fusion, I could have done a lot more with it, but sadly we don't, so it's whatever. So with the Lamseys, I'll get Fansies on the field. Set down my Pandemonium right here. Set down Called by the Grave right here. Put this on, never forget to put this on. Like yeah, I could use these two cards to go into Predaplan and then climb up into Balabalar, but then my Balabalar would be open to card destruction effects, which I don't want. I'm gonna end my turn on this. Activate Pranket's Pranks. One doodle do one of these, because I do have one copy of these in my hand and on the field. Is it worth going Roaster turn 1 if possible against Pendulum? Yeah, if you know your opponent is playing Pendulum, for sure go into Roaster. Because if you like if they get the monster negate on the field, it's a hard once per turn, right? So even if they get one monster negate, if they try setting up Pendulum Zone, you could use your first activation would end up using your Meowmoo, and then second activation you could still pop their back row. And generally when you pop Pendulum back rows, their Pendulum set, they can't go into full combo. So yeah, if you know your opponent's Pendulum, for sure, always go into Roaster. There was one game I had turn 1 Roaster and Butler, popped his backline and monsters twice, but ended up losing next turn. Wait, how did you lose after you popped his monsters and backline? Did it come down to a grindy game? Did he grind you out? Like usually against Endymion or Pendulum or Magicians or any kind of Pendulum, I would say I don't have problems playing against. As long as you draw a decent hand and not like a solid brick, you could play through Pendulums, even if they, get stuff out on the field. Kokai Miru. Guardian. Okay, so he wants me to deny my Butler pop. Okay, since he already knows this, I'm gonna go into Butler. I'm not gonna wait. Well, I could have waited. Technically, I could have waited. And then waited till he goes into his combo, gets 5, gets 5 normal special, Nibiru'd him, and then using the 2 cards in my hand, gone into. I know, this card would negate Nibiru as well, right? Yeah, it would negate Nibiru as well. Never mind, never mind. I care more about the attack than the fancies. Instant Fusion, Thunder Fusion, turn 3 had nothing and he summoned Astrologer. Oh, okay. Why go into 2 Doodle Doos? Because if you use the 1 card combo and do 1 Doodle Doo, you cannot activate Prank Kid's Pranks that turn. Because if you do that, you'll be forced to get a Meowmoo back. Otherwise, if you, like, yeah, you can activate Prank Kid's Pranks, but I would rather have a card draw. Recycle cards and a card draw. You like, you get free cards, right? Why not? So I would rather get 1 card draw off of the Prank Kid's Pranks. And then, okay, hold up, my opponent. Wait, my timer's counting down. Wait, my opponent is AFK and my timer is counting down. What? Why? Why? Oh my god. So why is my timer counting down if my opponent goes disconnection? So yeah, you want to recycle those cards to get 1 card draw. And then, like, if you do just the Bow Wow Bark, after your first drill, you go into Bow Wow Bark, yeah, you could do it, but, like, you can't activate Prank Its Pranks, and... Why is it in Battle Phase? And then, if you activate Prank Its Pranks, you can't activate your Bow Wow Bark's effect. So that's the reason why you go into 2 Doodle Doos over 1. He's cheating? I mean, I heard about people, you know, cheating with cards, like getting forbidden cards and then getting them back into the deck and stuff like that, but time cheat? I don't know people could cheat with time. Okay, Keystone. Monster Reborn. Don't wanna... I'll put this back on auto because the pop-up gets kinda annoying. I could Monster Reborn the Doodle Doo. I mean, how much damage would I have? 15, 30, 5,000, and this will hit for how much? To 2,000, 1,500, 1,400. So 30, 40, 5,000, 6,000. No, I wouldn't have enough. So I would have to start. I would at least have to go up to Meowmoo. I'd at least have to go up to Meowmoo. Well, technically no, because I could get Bow Wow Bark, boost this up by 1,000. So I would still be able to end the game. Card. I'll send his Pandemonium, special out a monster, special out my Lampsies. Gate that activation if you do destroy that card. I'll go into another doodle. I mean, no, I don't wanna, because it's gonna destroy my card. Monster Reborn. How many did I get? I got 1, 2. I got 2, so 3. 3 special summons. 3 special summons. So he still can't Nibiru us. And have enough damage on the field to kill him, right? 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 6, 7. Yeah, it's gonna be enough on the field. I mean, I'm gonna normal summon this just in case he denies me 1 attack somehow. Kill the Guardian with Butler. No. Okay, so that's game, right? He's not gonna deny us anything, so that's just game. Yeah. So one of the effects of Bow Wow Bark you guys have to keep in mind is that any card on the right of Bow Wow Bark, any Prankist card on the right of Bow Wow Bark gets its attack boosted up by 1,000. So this can come in clutch some more often than you guys think. It has come in clutch for me quite a lot. That's game, yeah. So I'll be back in around an hour, hour and a half. I have to go eat dinner, so I'll be back after that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for today. I mean, today is not ended, but GG's, yeah, pointy, GG's. Right and down, both. Sure, but right and down, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for now. I'll be back again at 8:30, 8:30ish. So hope to see you guys then. Anyways, GG's and peace out for now. Oh, good night, man. Yeah, it's gonna be really late for you.